Alright, are we live? We should have Twitch, YouTube, and Kick all live. Looks like it's starting. You know, I do have to say, after watching some more streams and drama in general, I am sort of leaning into maybe I should go the daily slop route. I really can't stream every day, but I can't afford like half an hour a day to go through something. You know, watch drama, one screen, edit out of it. I would be super worried about my mic quality. OBS is good, but the problem is my video editor seems to suck. But every time I'm looking at like a stream now, people are just covering daily slop or like a monthly slop guy. Slop for the piggies. Oh. Am I coming through? Twitch, YouTube Kick, Twitch, YouTube Kick. Okay. Kick does not seem okay. Kick is having issues, apparently. Very refreshing. I think it's fine. Righto. So, I should have...
We love to cover
the video working with Mugenics. It turns out that the reason that Mugenics was slowing down YouTube is it was because it had an uncapped frame rate. And all the Edmund McMillan games, because they're so simplified, they don't even really need a GPU, so I think he just runs them off of like CPU, or maybe there was a GPU CPU issue, I don't know. But essentially, Mugenics was taking up so much resources that it was slowing down YouTube because I had an uncapped frame rate of like 1600 frames. So that was that's very funny. I like that a lot. So yes, okay. Today I'm going to be continuing my coverage of Cruel World Happy Mind because it's fun. She's silly. It's kind of ridiculous in its own funny way. And yeah, that's the plan. Last time I think we covered the Get Rich Quick and we got to Caleb's course. Yeah, this looks right. I don't know, let's just get through it. I don't have any other plans for tonight to cover anything, because I kind of just felt like there wasn't that much to cover. Without getting into like politics, with a couple of exceptions, but I really just wanted to finish this from a couple nights ago. So yeah, let's do it.
for financial courses here. In my opinion, some of the most scammy and predatory things for vulnerable people to get them to spend money with very little information. And this financial course has so many red flags, I can't even begin to explain. So instead, I'll just react to it.
Okay. One of the things I thought was funny, I watched Stickers watch through this. I think this is probably the best section of the video. I think Caleb's course is an amazing section because I think it's the only one I've ever seen that doesn't just try to be like, oh, he's like a money guy and money sucks and capitalism's evil. It like actually goes into Caleb's like what he sells and how he sells it. Which is just good. The way that she covers it.
So let's look into Caleb's course. I can't wait. I'm sure we're all going to become millionaires.
From what I remember.
Or whatever Caleb is promising through this course. Because apparently he has thousands of hours of content online, but that's not enough to know all the financial knowledge that you need to know online. You also need a course to know more. Berating people for their financial decisions is, surprise, surprise, not enough. Not going to give you enough financial information to make the important decisions. Nay, you need to also purchase a very expensive course from Caleb Hammer himself.
Dude, I cannot tolerate the S's. And is it just my audio? If anybody ever watches this in the future, you have to let me know if the S's that she's hissing are also extremely insulting to the ears.
Himself to get the needed knowledge to make the right decisions. So the question is, why yell at people on the internet in the first place? I don't know. Actually, I do. Entertainment value, and because it gets views. So anyways, let's look at this course. Immediately I open up this web page and right away it looks like every single scammy web page for a get rich quick scheme that I've seen before.
It kind of just looks like a modern web page now. I was actually almost poached by a web page person, and because I'm a computer scientist, it turns out that there's this hidden little industry of what's the word, of like apprenticeship, where once you get out of computer science you can basically pay for a second, not even like a degree, it's essentially just a certificate, but you get locked into a contract where you will get a nice paying job after. The problem is that you have to pay back what you just paid for. It was called like Learn Front End or something. And they have like a bunch of contracts with people from Amazon and Netflix and whatever to like do front end design. And I'm just like, there cannot be this many people with front end. But apparently there is. And I'm wondering if it's like all these people get taught the same shit, so maybe they all go through like the same course, or it's all like a very incestuous program.
Take the 2-minute quiz and get a custom roadmap to un-F your finances.
When I make a website, it's gonna look dog shit. It's gonna look like a 2003 fucking video game sales page, and that's gonna be the point.
Get your free score and discover my proven roadmap. Should I take the quiz? I don't know. Yeah. Results are in.
Dude, what is this audio? Listen.
Should I take the quiz? I don't know. Yeah. Results.
Yeah, and then there's like the two or three audio effects layered on top of each other.
Are in. Oh, should I take the quiz? I don't know. Yeah. Results are in. Oh my gosh.
It's like a guy going aw, but also like a powering down sound.
My score is 7.67. But
6.7. Okay.
Do I want to boost my score?
Start lighting your money on fire and start building real wealth with a budget you'll actually stick with. Trusted by thousands of Americans. PSP? Wait, isn't that the person on the right? Isn't that Caleb's what is it, lesbian PR person? She looks kind of similar. I don't know who those other ones are. Not Lindsay, but the blonde one that I'll bring on for judging lesbians and women every now and then. Don't refresh this page. This is a one-time offer that expires in 5 minutes. Holy fuck.
With ease. Watch this short video below and finally budget my dream life today.
What the fuck have you been doing? Seriously, we've got some work to do. But look, you're in the right place, because if your financial house score was a flavor, it'd be shit soup.
I think anything with the number 6-7 is pretty good.
But here's the good news. You're not dumb and you're not lazy. You just never learned how money actually works, and now it's fucking up your life. No one ever taught you how to budget, how to track spending, or how to avoid overdrafting on dumb stuff like 2 a.m. DoorDash orders.
Wait, so is this literally just the fucking show but put into a fucking $100 course?
Preys on vulnerable people who are desperate, looking for solutions, as Caleb just laid out so beautifully for us. No one has taught people how to manage these things unless you...
Okay, well, you know, vulnerable and desperate doesn't really go along with I'm ordering 2 a.m. DoorDash.
You grew up with someone who is very financially well off, who understands these things. Also, you can't pay money to someone to stop buying DoorDash orders or to have more discipline in those areas. That's not gonna happen. No one's gonna take your credit card away from you and help you prevent making a last minute purchasing order. No one's gonna do that. Paying Caleb Hammer money is not going to help you in any way. Ah! Oh no, what happened?
If $97 was too much for today, then at minimum you need a super simple starting course. Every day you don't fix the foundation is another day your financial goals will drift further out of reach.
$97.
It's another 5-minute timer. Your final offer upgrade, and the health bar is lowering.
Was too much for... Wait. Oh no. Final offer upgrade if $97 was too much. Oh no, I only have 4 minutes. If $97 was too much, at minimum, you need our super simple starter course. I have only 5 minutes for a $17 course. This is definitely not scammy. No.
Yes, give me financial fundamentals for $17. No thanks, I'll keep being broke. Usually $97, now 71% off. What a weird thing. What a weird price point. So I'm kind of wondering... I fucked up my idea. Fuck. I'm kind of wondering if... What is the benefit of this course? Is it literally a scam? Like, what does it teach you besides what an actual show has? Like, what's the difference between taking the course and watching, like, 10, 20, 30 financial audit videos? Besides, hopefully... not a lot of weird sex stuff in the middle of the course.
Thanks, I'll just keep being broke. It has as a thing you can click. What? Are you kidding me? He continues to shame people on his website for being broke. 71% off.
After reviewing millions in debt, you know what I realized? You're not broke because you don't make enough money. You're broke because you keep doing the same dumb shit with the money that you don't have.
Oh yeah, if I pay you $17, that's definitely gonna help me stop spending money on DoorDash, stop doing the same broke shit. What are you gonna do, Caleb Hammer? Are you gonna break?
I mean, yeah, to a degree, there is some of that stuff that does keep you broke, but like, this is kind of deranged.
Into my home? Are you gonna like take away my credit cards personally? Is that $17 automatically gonna cancel my Netflix subscription? Is it automatically gonna return all of my Labubu's? And please don't actually take me up on that. I do not want a Caleb Hammer to break into my house at all. Ever.
And that is why I created Financial Fundamentals for $17. It's less than you blew on drinks last weekend feeling sorry for yourself. Except this actually fixes your...
Dude, this is just selling to like the absolute dumbest people. I might go like full turnaround and say, yeah, it is dumb, but if they're willing to fucking buy this course, maybe they deserve to be scammed.
Life instead of giving you a hangover. Click below and get the education.
It's like, how do you get much more complex in terms of like Caleb Hammer money or whatever? Like, how do you get more complex than, like, don't spend money? He's literally not allowed to be a financial advisor.
You should have gotten for free, but we're too busy scrolling on TikTok.
Unless, I don't, like, is he a... I don't even know what the limits of not having a... You know what? Maybe that's a good idea. What are you allowed to teach about financials without a license? You're allowed to teach broad, non-specific financial literacy and wellness concepts without a license, acting as a financial coach or educator. The key distinction is providing general education rather than personalized investment advice or specific recommendations to buy or sell securities. Here's a breakdown of what you can teach and what constitutes advice. You are allowed to teach budgeting and cash flow, debt management, savings goals, credit improvement, general investment principles, banking basics, tax fundamentals, and risk management. You cannot teach recommending specific securities, personalized investment management, analyze specific assets, or creating comprehensive financial plans. So from that perspective, I guess I could see there being like some room for him to teach stuff that's not in the audits, but you would have to like just not watch the audits. This is for people who don't watch the show or have watched like 5 episodes but want to like pay for a quick watch fee.
What? Did he just admit you can get this education for free?
And get the education you should have gotten for free.
Caleb Hammer claims that it's not your income that makes you broke. Yeah, so Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos didn't become billionaires from their income. How to break the paycheck to paycheck cycle. The mindset shift that changes everything. With these sort of get rich quick scammy courses, and yes, I will categorize this as a get rich quick course because it literally gave me 5 minutes to purchase this. It's all about the change of the mindset. If this page disappears, the price goes back to $97.
No.
Oh no. No thanks. I'll just keep being broke. Are you fucking kidding me? You've got to be fucking kidding me. I think my brain just broke. Caleb Hammer, Mr. Get Out of Debt, Caleb Hammer has an offer on his Make Money Finance site. Oh my God. Where you can use Chime, a credit system, to purchase his product. Eliminate debt. Caleb Hammer has a debt system for his finance course.
So what, like a bank? This just a banks are bad take? The thing is, Chime is like one of those modern internet banks where they do kind of everything, but it's simplified to such a degree that people feel like they're being taken advantage of whenever it's like, it's so simple, it takes an idiot to fuck it up. It's more of like a weird conglomeration of existing banks than it is a bank itself, from what I understood from Dicker's stream. So it's really not all that bad. It's just like, oh, you can go into debt to use it. It's like, well, okay, and what seems to be the problem here? You can go into debt to buy anything.
What? What the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? Does he think that the people that watch his shit are too stupid to realize that Chime is another way to get more in debt? It's another version of fucking credit. What the fuck? I haven't been this upset, this outraged in a minute. So you don't want to spend money after I said no to his dumb ass course 2 times on his website. So
you have to say no twice, and then he's like, I'll give you $350. You get a sign-up bonus, 350%, or $350. If you're earning 3% as a basic rate from Chime, that's actually not bad. I don't know why Caleb got married. Dude is gay af, you can't change my mind. Also, hi 7 a.m. 7 pan. Sorry, I always read it as AM because I'm fucking not dyslexic, just stupid. Did he get married? I didn't know that he got married. Caleb Hammer married. Well, that's as of early 2025. Discover the shocking truth about Caleb Hammer's wife. This is not Caleb Hammer's wife. What the fuck? I'm pretty sure he's married to... In like a semi-open relationship? No way. Caleb Hammer married this person. Are they an open... This is not... Okay. I'm finding like really weird looking people. I'm not logged in. I'm getting showed Caleb Hammer married Hallelujah Mia Asana. But if I just like search it up, I'm like not finding it. Full relationship details, Lamau, but I swear when he got exposed for flirting with that guy, he was married, or at least like dating the girl he married. Oh, okay. I know he was dating, and he was. I guess that would make sense if he was in an open relationship. I didn't know that. I know he has like a weird, rough time with relationships, but yeah.
So you don't want to spend money. Okay. Literally, Caleb Hammer doesn't know how to take no for an answer. So you don't want to spend money. How about I give you 300?
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Scott Schaefer stuff was interesting. I wish... when fucking Caleb and Scott were organizing that call on Nick Diorio show, I was going to be so fucking excited, and then it just never happened.
$150 instead. Get up to $350 plus start earning 3% APY. Click below to sign up through Chime. This is an affiliate link and I may earn a commission at no cost to you. So he earns a commission through fans of his signing up for his course through the credit system in Chime and getting into more debt and then signing up for his course.
So if you're getting $350, why do you say they're not automatically going into that?
More financially smart.
They're getting a sign-up bonus for using Caleb Hammer's affiliate code. So, yeah, that was crazy. They're getting a literal sign-on bonus, which so many places do now. And I don't see anything wrong with that. That's fine. That's normal. I could have attacked through there. Fuck. I mean, it's such a basic page that you don't get to see like the fine print. But if you're getting paid $350, then you can buy like his mid-tier course and still have money to buy like anything you want afterwards.
Ew.
Yeah, it's a banking app. There is one thing that's kind of weird about it, in that you get there is unlimited overdrafts, so you can potentially go into a lot of debt through overdrafting, but I think you can also set yourself a limit, and it's a very like user controlled app. Like you have to make the mistakes to fuck something up with your money on Chime.
Literally, fuck you. No monthly fees, no overdraft fees. Plus free.
When did Quem become a full-on crackhead? I don't know.
Money.
And it's funny because from what I remember, Turkey Tom told her to please stop making videos. Or please stop making drama videos. And she decides to go after Caleb Hammer because I guess Caleb's like an easy target. But it was like, stick to your sphere. And she's actually mostly a financial person. So this is like halfway there. But she's shown to just fuck up all of her dramas so badly. Unless it's an easy target, I guess. Like this. Like the Iron Mouse thing. Iron Mouse has a new drama. Kind of. That one is starting. Let's see. Onision, easy target, easy target. I've never heard of Just Pearly Things. Diddy, easy target. Animogo, easy target. Actually, from a year ago, I'm not sure. D'Amelio, easy target. Is there like a video she's made on an easy target that has gone badly? Oh, who's texting me at fucking... Oh, some, Good way to incentivize not going into debt with overdraft fees. That's also true. There's no way she gets this much views legitimately. I don't know. Like, she's got over almost 650k subscribers. And she's whoa, actually I just realized the VTuber one, Iron Mouse, only 77k when that was a big story. Everyone else is like, yeah, a third of a million, half a million, third. That one broke 1 million, Jesus. Yeah, I'm not. How the fuck? Onision, that makes sense to get almost 2 million views on Onision. Everybody knows the I'm a banana guy. The end of Sister Wars. TLC profits from polygamy. Okay.
He's selling Chime as if it's free money. This is so predatory, in my opinion.
It's a sign-up bonus. It probably is free money. Because either she does and not a single view talks about her, or she bots views. She does, well, I guess now that you mention it, she does have like an extremely low like ratio for the viewership, unless it's got a lot of dislikes. But if it has an ordinary like to dislike ratio, that's way too low for the views. Pick one from, let's watch the H3 one.
Wow.
Wow. 13k off of 400,000 views? That feels like a very little. The Biebers. People like the Biebers, right?
There's a lot of
13k. Was this a bad video? Okay, how about Onision? 40k. Yeah, this feels really low. Shouldn't viewership be 1 in 20? 1 in 25? I feel like I have to do like statistical analysis on the fly. What is a normal like to view ratio on YouTube? Go to her 77k one and check out her 300. Okay. A normal like to view ratio on YouTube is considered to be around 4 to 5% for long form content. For every 100 views, you can roughly expect 4 to 5 likes. A ratio of 3.7% or higher is considered strong. So she has a really... This is just according to Google's AI, which I'm actually going to trust on something for Google statistics. 77.1k is probably not botted. Yeah.
I know that this is a lot.
3.7k. Um, 775 comments. So what is that? 1 in 100 for comments, and then 1 in 50. No, 1 in 20. Does that make sense? I get, actually that does have a normal like ratio. Then you said the 300k one. That's 4. This is okay, let's try both of these. Wait, what?
What?
Sorry. I have a friend who's very interested in in this drama. 325. Lobotomites. Yeah, they must be. So 9k. Wait, am I stupid? That is so much less than 1 in 20. Right? One in 10, you just... That would be crazy. No, Google's AI must have lied. That is an insane amount of likes. That was so dumb. 7.5k. I don't know, man. There's definitely something weird going on with her. But I'm not sure I can pin... Wait, 7.9? 7.5 on 277. 7.9 on something... Well, Caleb's hateable right now. Alright, let's just get on with the video.
Also, how the f do I click out of this? There's nowhere for me to click out of this. Riley, help me.
No way, right?
It only has the option to sign up for Chime. How do I click out to go back to the See, it went to that, then it went to this. After I took that fuck.
Drink water. Oh, is the joke that she's stupid?
So advice, if you're to go on that website, don't take that quiz. So it seemed like from that whole rabbit hole of Caleb trying to get me to sign up for his course, that the price was $97 with a potential huge discount. So let's see if we can find the true price of his course on this website. Here's some more information about the course, everything you need to master your money and build the life you effing love. Here's the Master Your Money community and course membership, which is $49.99 a month.
$49.99 a month? So 7 courses. Budgeting? Guys, oh my god. Look, people make fun of the people who budget using Excel. And it is not great, but your bank app should have a budgeting tool. Debt. I feel like that one's probably, I wouldn't even say that that's like necessary though. The problem with debt is a lot of people don't focus on their debt. They don't even know they have that much debt. And so they'll run into situations where they have like 5 or 6 maxed out cards. They're just like, oh, I'll just get a new one. And they kind of push the fact that they have to pay it back at some point, like way over to the back of their minds. And then whenever they start to actually tackle it, they don't know, do I snowball? Do I pay the lowest one off first? Or do I pay the highest one off first? Do I do this or that? And they end up just paying the minimums on every single one.
Subscription.
Monthly investing? Are you allowed to do that? Is Caleb Hammer allowed to do that? At this point, why doesn't Caleb Hammer just get like a financial license? If he has a course, he's literally selling financial advice using his name, but somebody else is doing it. It does feel kind of scammy. Real estate and recession survival. Bro. I'll be real, very little is gonna survive the recession we're gonna have. It's gonna be bad. What can your course possibly teach us that we can't have learned from like the 30s? Because I think it's gonna be a 30s level recession. Okay, track your money in real time with DollarWise. Well, DollarWise was shit. I'm actually surprised she doesn't have a criticism of DollarWise, but they did also just remake it. 24/7 community access. What? So you get exclusive forum access? That sucks. 100 plus downloadable resources, budget templates, debt trackers, investment calc, and cheat sheets. Okay. Seems like stuff you could just download online. This is just all like conglomerated shit or collected, I guess, stuff together. Money weekly content to keep you accountable. Money minutes behind the budget. Your week in Monday in money Friday. Okay, but how much of this is real content and how much of this is Caleb Hammer dry scooping gamer subs? The irony of Caleb charging $49 a month when most of his guests are already in crippling debt. You can give investing advice without a degree, but motley fools. Oh my god. Motley fools curators, I'm sure, don't have all the degrees, but might be seasoned investors. That's true. Yeah, well, his guests get it for free, but what I bet happens is it's it might be an MLM where he brings on a guest, they get it for free, and then it's like, oh, my life is so much better now that I'm not spending $1,000 on DoorDash, and then they recommend it to all their friends and family. They're like, well, I'm not going to go on a show, but I guess I could pay out $50 because they're not in as bad a situation, but they still want to make more money.
Subscription with 7 complete courses, the DollarWise budgeting tool, community access, downloadable resources, and weekly content to keep you accountable. My question is, wouldn't you get a lot of this out of just watching YouTube content?
I mean, yeah, that's also true. Nudist. What the fuck? 5 more move, 50% dodge chance, cannot wear armor. That seems great, actually. Yeah, no, she nailed it. Like, what can you not get out of watching either YouTube or going to more seasoned people?
Like a community and content, and you're supposed to be getting financial education. Okay, then here's some more prices. Why so many courses?
Why so serious?
I guess, again, it's for people that are either super financially effed in the A and feel like they need a lot of help, and the only solution they think is they love Caleb Hammer, and so they think maybe taking one of these courses will really help them, or someone who's really wanting to get rich and thinks, again, because they love Caleb Hammer, that buying one of these courses will help them in doing so.
Well, yeah, they'll see somebody who's rich, and then they'll be like, I want to get rich too. When there's really, like, nothing that Caleb Hammer can tell you that you couldn't get from someone else. Caleb Hammer has, like, made money, but I really feel like if you listen to, like, Motley, or not Motley, fuck, maybe Motley Fool, the Coffee Hour, or fuck, my dad listens to this Chinese guy. I forget his name, but he seems okay with money. He convinced my dad not to put all this money in gold, so that's nice. No, well, kind of actually. And there's one that my girlfriend's dad listens to. And it's like, oh, all these people are pretty reasonable. And they watch, like, it's like just a purely financial show. Who do I watch? Well, I watch Caleb Hammer. I watch this guy, what is his name? Damon something? Damon Cassidy. He's a doomer. He talks about, like, the future and how shit it's gonna be. And It's like How Money Works or like Why Money Matters, something like that, and a few others.
Master Your Budget online course for $197. What category would this course go into?
Oh, you know what? I figured it out. I figured out how this is kind of a scam. Caleb Hammer likes to protect himself, especially when he was streaming a lot, by saying shit like, look, it's kind of a financial show, but it's mostly about the drama. I'm just like that drama guy from the 90s who was like really funny and would bring on other people to punch each other. I'm just here for goofs and the gaffs. And then he's like selling insane fucking courses. Yeah, that is scummy.
For the budget, would it be categorized as a business expense, personal, miscellaneous? Master Your Debt online course for $197. That one feels particularly bad to me. You're charging $200 to people to buy a course to help master their debt, meaning probably, I'm going to guess, people who...
Dude, I thought these were $97. Each of these are $197. Then the master course bundle is just 4 of them put together, I think. Right, that is all, or yeah, that's just the total price, but you get 4 for the price of 2.
Bought that course are likely in debt. Master Your Investing online course, $197. Master Your Real Estate online course, $197. We get the picture here. And then Master Series courses bundle for $394. But it's 50% off. The original price was $788. So this is a steal. This is the real financial savings trick here. We're getting things on sale. We're saving money here. So obviously the real money saver is to get the bundle for $400, right?
So true.
I'm just
That's
speechless.
the best deal.
Then there's the personal audit experience for
Whoa.
$997. What's particularly sinister about this one is even though this course is $1,000, it's originally marked as $6,997.
And it has a 5-star rating.
This course was marked.
This is so geared to trick stupid people. This is insanely geared to do some wacky shit to stupid people. Holy fuck. This is just trying to take advantage of like every single just psychological thing that gets people like to do anything. Like painting something red to make them hungry. That's insane, dude. I do think Caleb kind of wishes sometimes he was Nick Diorio when it comes to drama, but he also still wants his finance show. I also really don't think Caleb has the temperament to run drama. After the D'Angelo Wallace stuff, who I have fucked up his name multiple times now. No! I don't think Caleb is cut out at all for drama. He's too angry. He's too impulsive. He's not willing to have any kind of like understanding towards people if they're not like directly in front of him, and even then. And it's super hard for him to oh fuck, what's the word? It feels, I don't know, it feels like it's hard for him to sympathize or empathize with people in general, and then even more whenever they're not in front of him. Which is kind of key for a lot of drama.
As $7,000, but it's on sale, 87% off. Again, this is a huge steal. So if you want to be financially smart, I mean, we gotta buy this course, right? It's on sale for only $1,000. I mean, it would be stupid not to buy this course, right? And this is where it seems Caleb is really capitalizing off of people who are fans of the show and want a similar experience as to what they're watching on Financial Audit.
no.
Experience the same financial audit transformation you've watched on the show with your own private session, personalized budget implementation using the Hammer method, lifetime access to the complete Master Your Money course library and DollarWise app, all without sharing your finances on YouTube. If you
Wait, really? That's all you get? So for $7,000, you get to talk to Caleb Hammer. Wait, okay, no, here's the valuation. I'm surprised she didn't go through that. Or maybe she did and I wasn't listening. $500 purely for a private implementation session? What is an implementation session? So I'm assuming you're just talking to Caleb and there's like nothing else there. And then that's the 500, and then you have 5,000 just to complete for a financial audit thing. So you get to be yelled at by Caleb unrecorded. That's that's what you're paying for, is 60 minutes to be yelled at by Caleb for up to $7,000. I'm gonna go, look, I don't know, dude. They say the $7,000 thing, but everybody knows that that's just a thing to like click in your brain like, oh, I could save money if I buy right now. So it's like, I want to say it's 7,000, but realistically it's never going above 1K.
DollarWise app, all without sharing your finances on YouTube. If you don't want to be publicly shamed on YouTube with your face blasted and your finances blasted across the internet for millions to see, with you potentially harassed and doxxed with words like freak put in the thumbnail, well then, all you have to do is pay
I mean, you're not getting put on YouTube, but I get your point.
me $1,000. Is that not the undertone here in this description?
Is that
Description?
her husband? Does her husband edit for her? Bro, this is crazy. This is one of the most insane things. I have noticed this so many times. You have like an insanely left-wing person, and they are just like, I don't know, dude. I hate to be that guy, but they're just like blonde hair, blue-eyed, pearly skin, and then also dating someone like that. But they're the most left-wing person in the world, and yet they're fucking eugenically hegemonious, let's say. I paid full price. I am the 1 5-star review. So true, dude. And that's got to be a lie too. Is there has to be like a law against fake reviews, right? Or is that just something that's accepted that's so useless? Like, no, why would that be illegal? There's no reason for something like that to be illegal.
That being said, if you don't have a
It's just so predatory. That's the thing. But it's also like such an obvious scam, but it feels like it's geared towards those like 30, 40-year-olds who are like from like the Midwest, who will take out a credit card to buy his shit.
$1,000 to spend on this same website, he has an advertisement for you to sign up to be on the Financial Audit YouTube show. How bad?
Wait, can I take it? Can I do the Caleb Hammer test live? CalebHammer.com. Oh yeah, absolutely. Or it's Caleb Hammer. He just like sat in a room with himself. Okay, yeah, let's look at the website. Goodbye, Mugenics, for a few minutes. So DollarWise 6.0 is now live. I do wonder if it's gonna like show my location. Because I have like all the location trackers turned off, but I have no idea if his website is getting around that. Take the 2-minute quiz to get a custom roadmap. Own a Finod. Are you a financial dumpster fire? Get in the hot seat and fix your monies. My muns. Guys, my mun-muns. No, my mun-muns. Oh, Caleb, fix my monies. Join Jesus Christ. Join Hammer Elite, the membership for hardcore financial audit fans. Custom emoji. Guys, you get custom emojis. Holy fuck. Okay, wait, I gotta cool down. I actually have to cool down. I'm getting crazy. Where's my V8, dude? A sip of my tomato juice. Take the quiz. You know how much you spent last month? Yes. You have a budgeting app. I check my bank account regularly, but don't have a system. You categorize your spending. Detailed categories, few. I lump them together as expenses. Yeah, I categorize my shit. I guess I'll give that a 3. How often do you review your budget? Like every day? Or wait, like how much do I change shit? I guess monthly. Have you cut unnecessary subscriptions? I've cut most of them. There's a couple I do need to still cut. Do you know your total balance? I have like $200 on a credit card, so I'm just gonna say I don't have any debt. Are you paying more than the minimum? So I'm just gonna say I don't have debt. You understand how interest rates affect your payoff timeline? Yeah, interest makes timeline go further. Have you refinanced, consolidated, or negotiated any debt? No? Why would I do that? I don't have that. You contribute? I max it out or contribute 15%? Bro, okay. Maybe this is signaling, but holy fuck. I didn't even know people could get that high. In the modern day? Yeah, but I contribute less than 10%. Wait, okay. So the way I think about it is I get matched at 6%. So that puts me at 12. So then do I contribute 12? I'll just say to less than 10. Do you know the difference between a Roth and a traditional? I know the basics. Chosen the best one. Wouldn't you just do both? If you had the money. Have you started investing outside of retirement? I've started, but it's small. Wait, no, it's not small, it's big. Do you understand asset allocation and risk tolerance? Nope. Do you know how much your house can afford? Yes. Have you explored house hacking, rent income, or real estate? Dude, I can't afford to fucking begin any of that. Do you understand the difference between fixed rate and adjustable rate mortgages? I roughly know about that. I don't own a house. I hope to next year or in 2 years. But I would be debt maxing if I did that. Which I might do anyway. You have 3 to 6 months. I have 1 to 3 months. Wait, do I? Yeah, that sounds right. Do you have a plan if you lost your job tomorrow? Yes, I have a failing plan. Multiple income streams. Bro, that's not normal. Like, people are so internet brained that they think that multiple income streams is good. But, like, 99% of even, like, very successful people have one income stream, their job. So, like, I have savings in a plan. I only really have one income stream. Unless that counts being in like a marriage, and then you have 2 income streams. You have adequate insurance, yes. Have you reviewed your financial plan? Yes. How long is this, bro? I am not giving you this. Okay, I'll give it my fake stuff. Wow, I am very glad I didn't click that. That is just straight up... Okay. What is my score? The results are in. 617. Damn, dude. I didn't beat Madeline. Yeah, dude, that is totally his like photographer. Look, you're not bad with money, you just never learned this system. I don't have... Okay. 6 hours of step-by-step training, 30 plus calculating tools, budget my dream life today, lifetime access, instant purchase. $97. So that just brings you to the bottom. Okay, I have questions. Are you ready to stop being broke and start being smart with money? 6-7. Okay, let's run down this timer while I play Mugenics. I want to see what happens. Actually, wait, I'll just put on the fucking video I was watching. I'm so fucking stupid, dude.
How bad could it be? Are you a financial dumpster fire? Get in the hot seat.
Also, if she's getting like a good, if her money's good, wouldn't it be like smarter to try to take advantage of that and be like, huh, you make good money, but that means you're gonna have to pay more.
And fix your monies. If you're afraid to check your bank account, if you've got a WTF money story, or if you just need Caleb to slap you across the face. Oh yeah, this sounds great already. Count me in.
Caleb, who mentioned. This is awesome. She needs a new editor.
With some no-nonsense financial tough love, we're looking for you. Come on the show, spill the tea, and walk away with a game plan that could change your life, or at least your credit score. Should I do it? No. You can also join the Hammer Elite membership for hardcore financial audit fans, where again, you have to pay for an extra membership for extra financial content that you somehow need. But that's not all, folks. There's another tool that you somehow need to learn more about your finances. The DollarWise app. Let's check it out. Oh, immediately when I clicked on the DollarWise section on his website, a pop-up appeared. New member rate, $9.99 a month for your first 3 months. $9.99 for an app feels pretty fucking outrageous. And the reviews are sitting at a whopping 1.7 stars out of...
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I used it. I paid like a month to use it because I was super curious. It ran like shit and asked for so much personal information.
1.5 thousand reviews. It's looking pretty great. DollarWise, money made simple. All your accounts, all your spending, all in one place. And since Caleb is the creator and main marketer of the DollarWise app, all the reviews are from his fans who want to give the app a positive review. And this is what they have to say. Love the financial audit and wanted to get started with the budgeting app. Also still get in on the cookbook offer. However, I have downloaded and signed up for annual, but it won't let me log into my banking info. I have tried multiple times and still...
That's what happened to me is I couldn't connect it to my bank account. Well, I wouldn't say I couldn't. I also really didn't want to. So my girlfriend offered hers and I was like, ugh. And it didn't work anyway.
Won't work. So the app is just extremely buggy, it seems like. It's hard when you're counting pennies to put down $90 for something that is not working. $90 for this freaking buggy ass app? Please fix ASAP so I can fix my finances.
Oh, no.
And Caleb has made it seem like this is the way.
Oh, fuck, dude. Genix.
To fix your finances. So his fans are pouring in money into that doesn't work. It doesn't work because guess
Yeah, you're paying like 15-20 bucks into an app that barely works. I'm glad that he took it down, but I really think it took him way too long to do that.
Guess what? When you are marketing something that is a buggy app that doesn't work, you're kind of scamming your fans. It's a sham, a shell of a product. It doesn't do what it is marketed to do. And the reviews say clearly that it has not been doing that for a long time. Yet you are letting people spend their hard-earned money on this, getting anxious because you can't fix your problematic app that they aren't going to be able to fix their finances, since you've sold them the idea that this is the only solution. On top of that, Caleb has this budget-friendly cookbook that he's constantly promoting in videos. I'm so fascinated by this cookbook because what is it? I never see.
You can get it for free. You can literally get the cookbook for free. It is so easy to obtain. Excuse me. Because it's literally just there. It's literally just... You can look up Caleb Hammer cookbook and they didn't like fucking do the URL right, so you can just fucking get it for free. It's kind of crazy.
Get anywhere, but he constantly advertises it. 4-week rotating meal plan with shopping lists, so you stop spending $340 a month on DoorDash out of exhaustion. Is this why Caleb is constantly shaming you for like going out and buying food? Don't.
You're buying these courses. This shit is on you. Never buy shit a YouTuber's trying to peddle. Absolutely, dude. The one time I have bought something a YouTuber has sponsored that wasn't like merch just because I liked the YouTuber, because I bought a Medicare hat. And some Turkey Tom stuff. Is I guess I did actually buy the fucking Caleb Hammer app, so that is on me. I am kind of like a brainlet idiot fucking retard. It was chocolates for Christmas for my mom from an H3H3. It was called like And Brothers or And Sons or something. It was fine. It was way too expensive for the quality of chocolate, but it was okay. The best I could possibly say about it. I get suckered by some of this stuff, especially if it's gifts for other people, which is on me.
Do that, just buy my cookbook. Budget-friendly recipes that actually taste good, not rice and beans for 7 years like Dave Ramsey demands. So since Dave Ramsey...
I do have the Stop Gooning hat. My girlfriend has the camera right now. But I have the Stop Gooning hat and the Stop Gooning t-shirt. It's great. And it came with like fucking pins and stickers. She likes the stickers. I don't really have anything to do with the pins, but they're kind of cool.
Others demand restriction at all costs in order to save.
Okay, the Tasting History cookbook is good. Max Miller is arguably one of the best fucking YouTubers out there. He's consistent. He modernizes recipes, which is like actually doing good work for the world, I feel. Especially as we go back into those times of having to cut corners across America. I think that's great.
Thought of a solution. He could do that and profit.
Girlfriend's mom has the cookbook and has bought the Max Miller cookbook for her like entire family, and it is the best YouTuber, or not just YouTuber, but best celebrity cookbook. The exception would be the Snoop Dogg cookbook. Those ones are like fine. They're like jokes, but I find that those have better recipes in them than Caleb Hammer's or even fucking Binging with Babish's stuff. Although Binging with Babish's stuff is like, that's all his website, but his actual cookbooks are not that good. Unless they're like...
From it. By saying restrict yourself and still have fun through buying my cookbook. And most of the time when Caleb Hammer is selling this cookbook, you have to purchase something else. With the launch of Simpler Budget, which is the platform he had before the Wise app, as a little token of my appreciation, everyone with an annual membership, whether you've already signed up or you're about to, will receive a signed copy of my cookbook and the exclusive.
Also, what's kind of funny is the Max Miller cookbook is the only one I've ever seen in actual stores. Besides Babish's, but I don't like Babish's cookbook. But Max I found in literally every single bookstore in the area. And it's just crazy how popular that is. I just love cooking, and I think Max Miller is like a great cook, and he's like one of the few cooks that has not like Mr. Beastified his content. I wouldn't even say Mr. Beastified. I would say BuzzFeedified, because Mr. Beast doesn't really do like the top 10s stuff. But like Babish is like, I visited every fucking Golden Corral in the 20-mile radius. Here's my top 10. Or I tried every cereal. Here's my top 10. It's so dumb.
Exclusive simpler budget founder's notebook. Dude, tell me that isn't a photoshopped photo of the budget-friendly cover. This cover does not look real. Instead of Caleb Hammer, Caleb Scammer. From claiming to have legitimate financial advice to sending people down an endless rabbit hole of telling them they need to sign up for this and sign up for that to master their finances. Some of those comments and reviews on the DollarWise app were people being desperate because they legitimately thought that if they didn't sign up, they wouldn't have control over their finances. And ultimately, to me, it all seems to be a farce. And you,
yeah, his stuff does act. I should probably get back to talking about the video. Top 10 meals Caveman ate before death. Yeah, wait. Well, Max Miller did have a video where he covered like what a caveman ate. It was Holly or Humi or something, and he ate like bread made out of like thistle, some shit like that. It was great. No, but yeah, sorry, I should probably talk about Caleb shit. Oh my god. Yeah, Caleb stuff does just prey on unfortunate, stupid people. Not even just like one or the other. And this stuff has been like... That is insane if he actually is making a lot of money from this.
Legitimately thought that if they didn't sign up, they wouldn't have control over their finances.
I feel like that's insane.
To me, it all seems to be a farce.
I don't know.
And you seem to be a charlatan. I don't...
Is it Darwin theory to like get these people out of the economy that are really bad with their money anyway? Or is it like... Oh god, this could lose a cat again. He can't move super far. We can move here. Or is it just like, I don't know. I feel like that's so evil. I feel like that is so fucking evil.
I don't want to say that none of Caleb's content has ever been helpful. I've seen a lot of people comment and claim that Caleb has helped them, especially a lot of his early content where he was more calm, composed, and more straightforward with his advice. But at what cost? Over time, Caleb's content also took a complete turn and became, in my opinion, the definition of toxic content that feeds people into horrible ideologies, either subliminally or overtly. I've been thinking a lot on how Caleb maybe could have done something positive with his platform and his show, but instead he went down the path of shame. He brings people onto the show and tells them, you're making a terrible decision. I can't believe you're doing this. You're so stupid. Your life is terrible. Is this supposed to be helping people? The only way I could see his platform personally genuinely helping individuals.
Why are her eyes so sparkly? I feel like her like retinas are bigger than the stuff around the retinas. Like the blue is very small compared to the black.
Is if he were to show the full life.
Dude, half of my stream yesterday was just criticizing her for how she looked.
Cycle of him helping others on the show. From the shame on you, look at how bad your life is part, to the advice, to the payoff, them turning their finances and their life around. That would lead to less harassment, less negativity, because they made a positive change and have less shame. It's easier to shame people than it is to legitimately work with them and help them. So let's talk about Caleb's content and the most toxic aspects, which is honestly mostly the freaking titles and the thumbnails, but it can get worse than that.
Really, it's mostly the content. It's mostly the thumbnails and the titles, not even the actual content. That feels fucked up. What does that mean to you? Because if it's not the actual content, then like, what's the actual problem?
This video is called Financial Audit's Biggest Leeches. He also just flat out calls them terrible names.
Plaintiff dumb bitch. And plaintiff minority. Oh, bad driver for clear reasons. Or driver. It's because she wears glasses. She's a dumb bitch.
It's just jokes. It's
Yeah?
just jokes. Right?
Oh no. Dude, there is problems with this content. Why did she have to go for stuff that is like so divisive? Like stuff that people will either really care about or have no care in the world about.
We're all just having fun here. Aren't you having fun? This thumbnail and title blew my mind. Cause why would you title something this? I've never hated a more vile piece of trash with the thumbnail that says goth freak.
I read that as game freak.
What does this have to do with finances? Almost immediately, Caleb talks about the goth person who goes by every pronoun, or as Caleb calls them, goth freaks, body. Just right out the gate, talks about their body.
Okay, well,
Okay, but to be fair, they do look weird. To be fair, they do look weird.
okay, I have a couple questions.
You have no words.
So first, I just
speechless.
I want consent.
They very much do not look like the average woman.
Am I able to consent to roast you and whatnot and stuff before I go into this whole thing?
Absolutely.
Okay, then why the fuck are your tits pointed to the ceiling? And then and whatnot and stuff before I go.
So she's obviously wearing either like a crazy push-up bra or a corset. I'm gonna go with corset because she's going kind of medieval goth themed a little bit with whatever, like, what is that? Like a doily style upper like cleavage hider. She's covered in white and blue paint. But not her actual hands, which are normal colored with like normal red paint. And she's wearing a hat. Which, like, unless you're like a Northeasterner or you're at a baseball game, I don't know if hats look that good. Like, let's be real. And she is a little broad, okay? She's a big broad, but she's a little more broad than a normal broad.
Go into this whole thing.
Absolutely.
Okay, then why the fuck are your tits pointed to the ceiling? And then why this? Because
Well, you never seen a goth person?
This goes on forever.
Person?
Where Caleb is just questioning this person's style and choice of makeup. We get it. Like, if you want to rate people on body appearance.
I thought she said something way different. Oh my god. If you wanted people. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and get some water. I need a moment. I need a little break. Oh wait, before we do that, let's check what Caleb Hammer's thing has happened. Wait, before you bail, read this. If $97 was too much for today, then at minimum you need our super simple course. Oh wait, did it? Okay, so what it did is it cut the 5 minutes and then it only restarted the 5 minutes whenever I clicked into the page. So it didn't actually even hold out, but it also didn't give me a notification. So I'm not waiting for it to like dox me. By accessing financial audit with Caleb Hammer, calebhammer.com, dollarwise.com, the Dollarwise budgeting mobile application, and any other content or information provided by Caleb Hammer or Caleb Media or Hammer Media, regardless of where published or provided, collectively Hammer content. Acknowledge that you've read, understand, and agree to be bound by following disclaimers. I saw something today. I just read the headlines of a post, but it was something about how courts say that you can no longer agree to a terms of service by any other way than like literal physical signing. I'm like, fuck yeah, that sounds awesome. I hope that's real and that's not just like a Buzzline article head to get me interested, because I didn't read it anyway. So I'm like, okay, well, I hope that's real. That just seems good for consumers in general. We're back. Bathroom break. Alright. Gamers and dramateers, we are back. Talk more about this. We got, dude, I've gotten through 20 minutes since starting this stream and it's been an hour and 20. That's why I cut the last stream off early, because I knew that I could not finish this video.
Style, level of cuntiness, become a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. Don't do financial audit. But your show is financial audit, so talk about finances.
I want to get into this, but I just have to ask: is there like Christmas gift bag stuffing in your tits right now? Like they're lumpy.
This is my Caleb. I'm sorry.
You got
Like she presses on them, and you can obviously hear something inside of those cushions. Let's say it's very much not normal.
lumpy tits.
I have.
Have you gone to the doctor?
Like, listen to this.
Not yet.
Bag stuffing in your tits right now? Like they're lumpy.
This
You
is
can,
my
like she
Caleb. I'm
press,
sorry.
like
You got lumpy
obviously
tits?
she presses
I have-
something,
Have you gone to the doctor?
Not yet, but
and she's just there like pog facing.
you know.
I recommend
Plum.
mental and
I can't believe he would say something about her tits. What? That's unbelievable. In my view, no titty would be unsullied in this way, or would be sullied in such a way. So odd. Dude, why is Plum looking at that face cam like that on? I know.
doctor.
She's like, oh fuck, I wish that would I wish I was judging her tits. No. She's just be like, it's so obvious. Like, we already know that she thinks that this is unbelievable and weird, but she has to put her face cam there so that we know that she thinks that. And it's so redundant and dumb. Like, how does her audience just eat this shit up?
We're working on
start
both
there.
of them.
Whoa!
They're in the works.
Move a little faster, please.
Move. Yes. I mean,
Okay. I like the cat.
Is this the tough love style that Caleb does with his financial approach? How the fuck does that tough love style translate to really helping them with their finances?
No, this is the Jerry Springer section.
Commenting on someone's body and saying that they need both cosmetic surgery and psychological help.
Because Caleb's a dude in banters, and he found a woman who does this. I don't know if she actually does the same, but who doesn't, like, care one way or the other for it.
Picture of this person on the thumbnail was so different from what they're wearing
Yeah, that's like her face plastered onto like a hooker's body. Yeah.
on this podcast. It genuinely confused me. For a while I was like, is this a different person entirely? Like, did they use a different person for the thumbnail than the person in the podcast? But there was another moment where Caleb once again, surprise, surprise, critiques their body, and they show that they have a corset underneath, which does look like what they're wearing in the thumbnail. Maybe I'm overanalyzing it at this point, but my question is,
No.
did the podcast
Plum, you could never overanalyze anything. Her husband is mocking her with the editing. Oh yeah, absolutely. Her husband's editing, like, I think my issue with it isn't that it's bad. It's just that it's so different from what Quam is like that it's funny. And I've kind of circled back to, oh, that's actually hilarious. But originally I didn't like it. But now I'm like, fuck, this is the most entertaining part of the video.
ask them to take off their clothing for
Peak clickbait? Yeah, dude. I think I can search without something crazy coming up. Caleb Hammer. I think that's kind of normal whenever there's like a vaguely attractive woman on screen. Actually, well, he doesn't like her. He actually thinks that she's weird and only made 52 cents. I copied this thumbnail style for a second. Like the big face next to a face. Didn't work for me. It works for Caleb though. Yeah, there's another one where her like cleavage is out. There's one where she's like drooling. That's fucking gross, dude. Cleavage. Like 1 in 10-ish, there's like a cleavage post. Cleavage. I feel like it's the ones who do OnlyFans or have like, or that Caleb really likes, and so he makes him get naked in the green room. Why didn't you make the governor of Michigan do cleavage post? Caleb, be fair to women. Does this count as sexual for a furry? That was a great video. When Caleb pulls out all the Mexicans and asks her to rank them, that was great. All right. I think the point's there.
For the photo, for the thumbnail? What?
It's just like there's not actually, like that doesn't actually occur that commonly. It definitely happens, but it's way less than I was expecting from Madeline getting angry about it.
Happened there just to get a more like explicit, juicy thumbnail than what they arrived in for the podcast, which if so, gross.
Basically got it with your stuffed tits, dude. It's basically
These are my Caleb. Patreon later. Come on now. Like, boom.
Patreon? You have a titty to Patreon?
No, I'm saying Patreon exclusive. I mean, I'm wearing a corset. Like, look, not to flash. It's just like a bust. It's like it keeps everything in.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
There's a lot
Oh,
to keep.
so she says it's a corset. Okay.
I mean, naturally.
I did not bust.
You streaming on YouTube as well? Yes, streaming on YouTube and Kick.
Another aspect
three.
of the podcast is the
How long
open
ago was that,
relationship
bro?
this person's in with their husband. Caleb also calls the husband so he can, I don't know, ask him about their consenting open relationship, I guess.
So, are you okay with your woman looking like this?
Her body. I mean, you know, it's once in a while.
Told you it was the same. And what do you think about her going out there and slapping flaps behind your back while you're not going out there and having any fun?
He has full consent.
You stop talking for him, you dumb.
Oh yeah, wasn't this like a weird thing where it was like a weird oh fuck, this guy's gonna get revived. Well, maybe not, it's a boss. There was a weird thing where this was like an open relationship.
Domineering. Dude, I'm trying to understand his opinion from his mouth.
All right, talk to him. So he understands, and he is allowed to go with other women. He just doesn't have the...
I know
Yeah.
that. Stop
Do
talking
you?
for him, you.
I'm talking for myself.
I'm asking his opinion on it, you tit. My goodness.
Another video with a goth woman titled "Goth Freak is a Wannabe E-Girl," in which
What is that? Is that says send? What does that say? Send nudes? There's definitely a U, but I can barely read that.
this woman describes how the tattooing industry can at times be toxic and how her first apprenticeship was under someone who was really predatory, which prompted Caleb to go on a rant about what is and isn't power dynamics.
When I first started, I was in a mall, and the owner was kind of, I would say he's a predator, in my opinion.
Oh my goodness. The diddle. Wouldn't there be like mountains of employees?
Well, yeah, he does have a bad reputation. Like, people know of him because of that.
See, this, ladies and gentlemen, in the world of Twitter sphere and Reddit, is what is actually an abuse of power dynamics. People throw around the word power dynamics all the time, and it's so fucking stupid. No, the only bad thing about power dynamics is when someone abuses it.
I feel like Caleb is trying to
Okay, I mean, he phrased it super like badly, but I still understand what he's trying to say.
say that he appreciates power dynamics and that there are good ones. Like, what are you trying to say? here, Caleb. I
Yeah, there are... What?
don't understand.
There are good power dynamics. Parent, kid, power dynamic. Stupid husband, smart wife, power dynamic. Fucking teacher, student, power... Like, these are okay power dynamics to have. It's so fucking stupid. And yeah, like, the worst power dynamics are the ones that get abused. And the ones that are most easily abusable. Like, that's just... Yeah, duh. Like, police, power dynamic. That is one that generally society accepts. What the fuck? What the fuck, Quam? Are you saying that there are good power dynamics? Because I just don't... Caleb, is there... There's no such thing as a good power dynamic. Okay? Bitch, do you want everything to be flat? There's no power? What the fuck are you talking about? That's just how the world works. That's just fucking humanity.
Either Caleb has an obsession with...
It's got to be like either a huge misunderstanding or Kwame is like ideologically captured.
Goth women, or the phrase goth something just performs really well in the algorithm, because there's another goth video from...
Wait, why is she confused that internet e-boys like goth women? That's actually extremely normal, I feel.
Caleb, called Goth Gold Digger Exploits Beta Husband. Dude, she's using you. Maybe I missed something in this video, but watching this podcast, I'm extremely confused where this title and thumbnail came from. I mean, I'm confused where most titles and thumbnails came from, just Caleb's sheer audacity, but
well, in some cases, they actually come from the people that Caleb's covering.
no way does the tone of this podcast seem to indicate that Caleb thinks the woman in this video is a gold digger who's exploiting her husband.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
Do you feel he dominated your decision in that?
A little, yeah.
It's hard when the other person's like a no. What are we doing in this situation? Do you feel like you're being financially controlled?
I feel like, I guess a little in this context.
Yeah, that was a weird title for this episode. That was just not the case at all. The title.
But I don't do as much work as, so then I'm like, well, if he wants to just get control the things, then I'll just sort of back down and just be sad.
And you're okay with it?
Well,
you just put up with that? Speak up?
I kind of just shut down and don't speak up, and then that drives him a little more crazy because he just really wants everything to be happy all the time.
Yeah.
So where in that conversation does Caleb get to put in the title and thumbnail Goth Gold Digger Exploits Beta Husband? But you...
I'd have to rewatch the episode, but I feel like she's right about that. But I also feel like she's way over empowering that criticism. I don't know if it's that bad, bro.
You do not want to go into the comment section of any of these videos because oftentimes they will hold true to the title and thumbnail. The septum ring theory holds true. Openly admitting tax evasion while in the green card process is a wild choice. How silly of these people that admitted they don't know much about finances and are going onto this show to have help with finances. Foolish mistake of theirs.
Dude, what is the editing? This is great. What is this fucking wool, cowboy wool? This has nothing to do with the video. That's just funny.
Fatal flaw.
Is it supposed to be a Sigma?
What a silly, stupid woman. Now it'll be recorded and online forever. He has potential. She's determined to continue her selfish, irresponsible trajectory. This video just gets right to the point. Titled
I hope
"The
that's her husband
Stupidest
is her
Woman
editor.
Ever
He's
on
fucking doing God's
Financial
work.
Audit." And Caleb talks over and over again in this video about how in order to save money, you don't have to go to the McDonald's drive-thru. Caleb also gives the option of canceling subscriptions to save money. Again, seems to be solid advice, but Caleb himself offers multiple versions of subscriptions, whether his memberships or his course memberships or his app that is a membership, over $9 a month. So what do you mean? If you want people to save money through canceling memberships, I would say the #1 place they could start is through your memberships.
If I say, hey, don't spend at McDonald's, the action is don't go to McDonald's and swipe. Don't have the subscription anymore. The action, the how would be cancel the subscription. What more do you need?
Then right after that, Caleb spends a good portion of this video pushing or selling his course on his guest.
Our thing, the thing
That's
we offer that
hilarious.
has like the lowest refund rate in the industry, and you know that you get a free refund within a month if you ask for it, if you don't find value. That's how confident we are in it. But even that, all 5 or whenever this comes out, 6 of our educational programs plus the budgeting app is literally 197.
Here's another lovely title and thumbnail. Okay, so the title being Financial Audit's Most Special Guest, with a photo of the woman with a triangle.
Dude, that was crazy. This woman is so dumb. She was genuinely like sub 80 IQ. I could completely believe if she took an IQ test, you would see stuff that would be like, she would be studied in a lab for like, how is she like, she was so dumb, dude.
Angle hat and rainbows around her and WTF. And right out the gate, Caleb tells the guest that her having trouble with dating has nothing to do with her financial troubles.
I mean, that's true because, I mean, I don't want to say it. Let's just say that there's a demographic that likes fat white women. I'll just leave it at that.
Why are you here?
I've been trying to date. Having a lot of debt has been making it really.
Are you sure that's why they're not into you? I mean, come on, I've been talking to you for 15 minutes, and no offense, but I wouldn't even come
Oh, so she's just like dumb. That's what he's going for. Okay.
close.
Fine, you're not my type anyway.
That's not the point.
I thought this show was supposed to be about financial advice. What does Caleb's comment like have to do with anything? All of this content feels like the remnants of Gamergate and connected to
Gamergate?
the alt-right and
Really?
incel culture, completely funneling people into those systems and
This feels like
content. I mean, I
Gamergate?
feel like I don't really have to explain myself with that. You can see it in the titles, the thumbnails, the way the videos and content is framed. Caleb Hammer refuses to accept girl math is to blame for Florida entrepreneurs' debt, drained life
Okay.
savings,
What? What?
stupid woman, and stupid girl math on the
What? Dude, what is she talking about? There's tons of women who go on fucking his show. Like, I fucked up because I did girl math in my head. And Caleb's like, no, girl math isn't real. You just did bad math. That's not girl math. Stop disrespecting women like that. That's literally something he does. And it's kind of cringe when he does it, but it's also like, whatever, dude.
show when a man complains about getting banned off a video game for saying a racial slur. Caleb complains that video games are too sensitive nowadays and goes on to repeat that same racial slur out loud.
It like blew up, quite literally. The turbo cracked in half. So
At it again.
A lot of Caleb's popularity
Whoa.
came from his TikTok clip,
Wait, so are we just moving past the last point of girl math?
which gained
Are we just in like a lightning section?
a lot of traction online. I remember even personally seeing some of his hilarious moments from the show clipped and put onto TikTok, where his guests became a meme for some of the ridiculous statements they made. Again, you have to really think how much of that is actually helping people, giving them legitimate financial advice, or turning his guests into lolcow content, making them internet laughingstocks, private individuals who were initially probably going onto Caleb's show because they needed genuine help and financial advice. Like,
Well, yeah, as like embarrassing or whatever as it is, the very least, whenever they go on the show, they are given a little bit of money. to do so.
Caleb's most popular TikTok clip, where his guest claims that their dog has separation anxiety and they can't have a job with a direct boss, leading to them needing specific work circumstances. And Caleb says that both of those needs are ridiculous. The content just devolved into shaming, harassment, and bullying, both Caleb saying that and the comment section.
You can't work a job because of your dog's separation anxiety. At that point, you are not going to survive in society. And there is no budget I can make.
My therapist has recommendation that I not have a direct boss.
Girl, you're not going to survive.
boss?
Everyone has a boss.
Do you?
Yes, the audience.
Uh-huh.
I have a boss, the platform that I'm on.
I get what Caleb's trying to say. I have someone that I have to please, but obviously that's a little bit different than having a direct boss. Caleb sets his own schedule. He works a very different circumstance.
Well, okay, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say he works his own schedule or whatever. Caleb has to work literally for his employees. He cannot. I mean, I guess he can if he really wanted to. He could just fuck over his employees. But I feel like that would be a really shitty thing for him to do.
Than a traditional 9 to 5, and he's very privileged for that, and it's ridiculous.
It's one of the things about YouTubing and YouTubers that kind of sucks whenever they get so large, is that they will usually take on employees, and now they have suddenly a much greater amount of responsibility, which makes them kind of fall into the pitfalls of bad creativity way more often than they would if they did not have like a job that required them to upload once a week.
Ridiculous to claim that it's the same thing, because it's just not.
In person is what gets you an income next week. We could get you an in-person job because you're not.
Job, where am I going to put my dog for an in-person job?
And the comments under this video were comments like professional victim, septum piercing theory still undefeated, the faces she pulls angers me. Caleb, who studied music in college and then dropped out, did a TikTok compilation video titled Top 5 Useless Degrees.
What are you studying?
I am studying creative writing.
Do you have a degree?
Yeah, I have a degree
In?
liberal math.
Having the rainbow for the word liberal. I mean, I think we know what's going on here.
Graphic communications. It's a super basic art degree.
Okay, so unemployment. Got it. We built up $75,000 of student loan debt. Say the degree one more time.
I study Shakespeare.
Okay.
But really, it feels like this content has a political undertone meant to single out these people as liberal weirdos, and also demonstrates
I mean, he knows what audience he's fucking catering to. This has been one of the things. Everybody knows that fucking Caleb Hammer, as much as he pretends to be like left wing or center, he's pretty right wing. Oh, fuck off.
Intellectualism, in my opinion, as the comment section clearly demonstrates. I want to know what liberal math is. What is liberal math? Talking about unemployment as if he's not doing a podcast. Is liberal math zesty math? If you see a comment that already made the joke you made, maybe you shouldn't make that comment. Here, that's an idea. These comments poking fun at these people who are getting a degree that's supposedly useless while they're making the same brain dead comment over and over again. Maybe you guys should all check yourself. Blue-haired girl uses girl math to pay rent.
Income that came in was $1,600. Rent is $12.
Oh, what
girl
the
math.
fuck?
That's your. It's not a joke. Math is the real math when we're actually talking about your life and improving your situation.
But if real math doesn't work, then we transition to girl math and we use it to live.
I think she's funny. Also, blue-haired girl, is Caleb colorblind? What are you talking about?
I have noticed this along like every shorts algorithm ever. Sometimes I don't know if it's the people or if it's the software, but they will like copy over a more popular like subtitle, or maybe it's just because they uploaded a bunch in one day.
about. If I see one more comment about a septum piercing, I'm losing my shit. I think Caleb clearly targets people with septum piercings to go on a show. That being said, I also kind of understand what she's saying when she says real math doesn't work, in a sense, where I think she's just saying in the real world, while it would be nice to get a lower ratio, that is not the current state of reality, where rent prices are or what jobs are paying. So most people have to just live with the reality of the situation, and there's nothing that can be done about it besides maybe make light of it and joke about it and say girl math, because what can you do? She can't lower the rent in her area or demand higher wages, and the only thing that Caleb really brings to the table is don't go out to eat. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do the Dave Ramsey thing and eat beans and rice. Great. Life is awesome.
So true.
So yeah, that's just a small taste of some of Caleb Hammer's content, really changing the world there with his financial advice.
Fuck no mana.
Business Insider did an article about those who went on financial audit titled Caleb Hammer promised to save them from financial ruin, and it seems to actually be working. But there's some pretty dark information on this article that I don't think should be glossed over just because of the title. They interviewed 3 guests who went on the show, a person named Belle who changed career paths to a more stable job after going on the show with a tighter budget. I went in there fully expecting to just be torn down, he said. I feel like when it comes to any situation of financially surviving in this harsh world of capitalism, you definitely need the kick in the head.
How long does it take to break through to people?
I start to see it at about 45 minutes.
Anything you're doing in particular, or it's just like you gotta like keep like chipping away, and then 45 minutes and they break down?
That seems to be the philosophy. I learn more things about their family, more things about their personal life, and you can start relating things to it and the consequences of their actions. Usually about 45 minutes in, we're most of the way through the documents, and that's where the numbers really start to stack. I think it's just all that becomes a little overwhelming.
Someone named Ron, who according to Business Insider said that after speaking to Hammer, he stopped making excuses for his spending, from hard partying and a Mountain Dew habit.
You have swapped your addiction for another addiction. Go ahead, hold it up, show the camera. Is obsessed with it.
Yep.
Like every second of your life.
Yeah.
Every time I see like a $5 purchase from a gas station, I'm assuming it's that.
Yep.
That being said, Ron admitted looking for work with
Okay, I'm just like not getting it. This is just a description of what's happening. What's the problem here?
the state of the economy is.
Ron said that after speaking to something he's used for spending, he says seeking a second job now is trying to curb. Or he hasn't found it that easy to make progress. When he found a second job, he had to leave his initial one. I'm looking at work, but the economy's not great. It's very difficult to find a job in the hours that I have available. Not to mention a job that uses a business degree that I spent all the time and money getting.
Is a different challenge entirely that he was still struggling with at the time of being interviewed. These two interviews are supposed to be the positive stories of going on financial audit. A man who claims that he expected to be torn down, but it helped him change career paths, and another person who stopped partying and drinking Mountain Dew, but still couldn't find a job because the state of the economy is a more complex issue. Then the article takes a dark turn. A man named Juan Colmenares told Business Insider that during his interview with Caleb Hammer, Caleb seemed disorganized. I'll quote the Business Insider
Colmenares? Who's Colmenares?
Article here. Juan didn't have.
Despite his good income, Colmenares had multiple credit cards and was overspending. He had spent $15,000 on his wedding the previous year. His minimum monthly payments of his debt were sending him back $1,200. Holy fuck! I mean, that's a lot of money, but I imagine if you're on like a dual income and you have a decently paying job, if you have a good income, $1,200 a month isn't gonna hurt that bad. I wonder if you know what? I really doubt that includes car and house payments. He said he also didn't have a work permit when he came to the US from Venezuela, and he and his wife had struggled and racked up debt restarting their life. Colmenares told Insider they were in a better situation now. Part of it was due to Hammer's advice, but another big change would have come anyway. His wife finished training to become a dental hygienist. So then why'd you even go on Caleb Hammer if you're about to get this huge income boost and fix your life?
have a work permit when he came to the US from Venezuela, and he and his wife struggled and racked up debt restarting their life. Hammer seemed disorganized, having not reviewed any of his paperwork beforehand. They started the episode late. A lot was cut, Juan said, because Hammer was trying to find the right documents, and apparently there were papers all over the floor. Juan also noticed that his personal information, like his employer and address, were visible as Hammer showed the documents. My wife basically got doxxed, Juan said, with viewers finding her on social media and reaching out. They were in the middle of their immigration process too, which brought them some racial abuse from people telling them to go back to where they came from.
Jesus.
Juan said he asked
That's just nationalist. That's not racist, but yeah, okay.
Asked Hammer to blur the parts of the video where his information was visible, but Caleb Hammer wouldn't do it. Eventually, Caleb Hammer addressed one of 7 moments that Juan highlighted. And this experience also lines up with another former guest, who Insider did not name for privacy reasons. She said that Caleb ignored her request to have her interview taken down from YouTube, and then he blocked her on social media. She told Insider she immediately received hate.
Oh, is this the fucking fat prison bitch? We have to know who this is, but very few of Caleb's guests actually do end up getting harassed, or else this would be a much bigger deal. I think. I don't know. Maybe he actually has done like a great job hiding everything. But I feel like there have been like 3 or 4 people in Caleb's past that have been really bad apples. Where there are people who really just seem to enjoy the attention and are trying to get as much of it as possible in any way they can, and are kind of throwing a lot of shit on Caleb to get that. So without knowing who this is, and knowing that there is like one woman in particular who tends to do this fairly often, it could be weird, because there's not that many people who get hateful messages, even if they are like crazy. Although if Caleb did fuck up the privacy of people, that sucks. And yeah, I don't know, that sucks.
Hateful and harmful messages after her interview was posted. It was humiliating.
I mean, a lot of it though is that they are like voluntarily going on a show and showing off a lot more information that I would not be comfortable with doing. It feels like at this point, you know, don't even go on his show. Just watch it. You'll get the same advice. Because Caleb really doesn't tend to block people. Well, he blocks a lot of people. Doesn't tend to block his previous guests, from what I understand.
And there was nothing I could do, she said. And Caleb was
also CC Insider. Great citation, Quam.
not really sympathetic to the situation at all. Juan said he wanted to say something on his own pages about Hammer ignoring his requests, but he made me sign a document that basically says I can't say anything bad about him on social media. This is my main issue and concern with Caleb's content. Caleb isn't calling out public figures for their financial issues and for the ways that they promote financial content or anything close to that. And he isn't doing the Dave Ramsey method of people calling in where they remain very private. Caleb has private people come on their show and expose so much private information about them and then twist them in the most negative way possible.
Yeah, I actually agree to a degree. I agree with that a lot, that Caleb does do that. However, they kind of know what they're getting in for. It is a public show. They can watch multiple episodes. A lot of them, when asked, tend to say, no, I haven't. But I don't really know how bad that is. I'll be real.
Often with their face blasted on
because the thing that's really throwing it off is the personal agency of the people involved. I think people are allowed to make bad decisions.
thumbnail with words like freak over their face. It's abhorrent to me. Then people viewing are so easily able to find out doxing information about them through him talking about their spending habits and jobs and where they're from, no matter how much Caleb claims he keeps them private. In mid-2024, because harassment was such an issue, Caleb had to implement a policy where guests who go on the show use fake names because viewers were finding the guests and harassing them on.
Okay, I mean, give the man some credit. That wasn't just Caleb. That was a specific guy named Noah Chrysler, okay? He did that. Noah Chrysler is the one who did that.
Line.
And we know you like the type.
Yes, I do. Especially when I'm getting harassed by your fans.
You're the only person that's
Oh,
ever been
come on, using Brent. Someone needs to do a deep dive of Brent Davies before they start citing him, because there could be nothing going on and he is just a wacko crazy guy. There could be a lot going on. We do not know.
On our show that has a special folder.
Oh, good.
Please never reach out to the guests, especially not their family members. We use fake names for guests now. That's been a policy these last 6 months. It's now mandatory that people use a fake name, by the way.
If this is happening, bottom line, you should know your content is a problem and you should immediately change the content style, not just have your guests change their names. Don't get me wrong, not all content creators are responsible for people who go and harass online, but certain content styles foster a level of unprecedented harassment. And in my opinion, Caleb Hammer is one of them, and it should not be something normalized. Caleb made a video titled Craziest Guests I've Ever Had. Where are they now?
We've recorded.
I don't know. That sounds nice. Let me hear that again.
Online, but certain content styles foster a level of unprecedented harassment. And in my opinion, Caleb Hammer is one of them, and it should not be something normalized. Caleb made a video titled Craziest Guests I've Ever Had. Where are they now?
We've recorded a lot of episodes. I want to see where some of them are.
I turned $5 into $200 at a blackjack table, and then ever since then I've just kind of...
You're into debt for the gambling?
I don't know. I like playing blackjack.
I would not have liked you in high school. Okay.
I'm a nice person.
Why would you do that to yourself? Do you want your kids back?
Yeah.
Life has gotten significantly worse. I was homeless for a while due to circumstances out of my control. I attempted suicide, lost my job because...
Oh my god.
Because of it, and a lot of other things. Absolutely horrible time since the episode.
Watching this...
Well, wait, how do we know that any of that at all has to do with, Caleb Hammer? How do you know that any of that has to do with Caleb Hammer and not just like her life? Do you have like her statement where she specifically calls out harassment from people who are Caleb fans, or just harassment in general that she didn't seem to be getting prior to the episode?
I realized why people enjoy watching Caleb's content, the Schadenfreude effect, and the idea of no matter how bad my life is, look at this crazy person who has it so much worse than me and makes so many worse decisions. But the reality is anyone could easily be a person on Caleb's podcast, with every little decision they've made twisted and analyzed to look much worse. Every Labubu, every Pokemon card, every coffee order, or matcha. Hi, baby. Caleb made a long-ass Twitter post defending his method of interviewing guests that said, "Here's the thing, I've put a lot of care, time, and even money into trying to make the best educational resources that we could, and even more to give our guests the best possible experience." What? Okay, sorry. And outcome they could possibly have. So
because it's not like he's just giving them free money, which they'd probably like more. I mean,
when someone says, "I don't care,"
oh, and that's why that less than 2% who purchase their products request a refund. We don't know if that's true, but if that is, cool. Also, why the average financial audit guest has paid off $25,000 of bad debt in 12 months. That seems good. I don't know what the average in America is. Courtney, if you're still listening, do you know the stats on that? Like, what is the average amount of debt paid back in 12 months from a person who has, like, a lot? I take their experience, privacy, and results incredibly seriously, so when someone says I don't care, I treat them poorly, or products are a scam, I get worked up. He definitely does get worked up. I love every guest we've had. Maybe not so much over 4 years. S something when I'm told I'm sexist, racist, transphobic, homophobic to them or in general. I'll take that very personally.
Care about our guests or treat them poorly, or our products are a scam, I get worked up. Maybe it's a bit too worked, but you know me at this point, lol, that's who I am. I love every guest we've ever had. Okay, a couple maybe not so much over 4 years. So when I'm told I'm sexist, racist, transphobic, or homophobic to them, or in general, I take that very personally. I love every single guest that's come on. Yes, we make over-the-top titles and thumbnails that leans into crude humor, and I roast the F out of people and say bad words. It's one way of putting it. It's okay if I'm racist or homophobic towards someone because I love them.
True.
So even if the message is harmful, well, I have good intentions. And that's all that matters, right? Not only do we get consent 5 times before we do, they literally ask for it. Oh my God.
They're asking for it. That's crazy.
Did he just say that they were asking for it?
This is such a meme. This is so fucking, that is such a joke, dude. You gotta be. That is so fucking funny. I don't know what benefit I get. I can do that. I can work with that. There we go.
Excuse, guests are always fans of the show, and half of the time they come in with a list of over-the-top inappropriate jokes or roasts that will be thrown towards them in our stupid little show. Haha. I just really think we need to stop being offended on behalf of people who are not offended themselves. Of course, the obvious thing that's not being said here is it's the overall message that's being said. Just because you have a one-off pick-me who's okay with misogynist jokes being thrown their way doesn't mean—
Bro, wait, how are you like judging other people for— how are you judging Caleb for like criticizing someone's body and then you're willing to call another woman a pick-me? Is that odd? That feels odd to me. Yeah, what the fuck, bro?
Negate the ill effect and the broader message that's being spread across the internet with the millions of views of this misogynistic joke. This is all everything Caleb has done on camera, but there are much worse allegations of things Caleb has done behind the scenes. I'm a very forward, open book person, and I try to be transparent about a lot of things, Caleb told Insider. I'm not even close to a perfect person, and anyone can back that up throughout me growing up.
We love a gooner degenerate. What the fuck are we talking about?
I want to say a big trigger warning for this chapter.
Trigger warning for this chapter. Oh, this— okay. We're at the Scott Shafter stuff, guys. We're at the Scott Shafter stuff.
Allegations of Caleb doing creepy things behind the scenes, which has resulted in a subreddit titled Creepy Caleb Hammer.
When your boyfriend comes in, how is he gonna feel that I've seen your titties? I could do it about it. Do you consent?
Yeah. A few moments later.
They're very nice.
Now, of course.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's weird. I agree. Caleb does not make himself look nice. I don't know if he knows that. Here's the thing, though. Again, it's all about like the weird character shit. Is that Caleb makes it sound like he doesn't care or that he's like tolerant of people saying weird shit about him because he knows that he is like sounds weird and is kind of weird. But then when somebody actually like calls him weird, he'll be like, "Oh, I'm playing a character. Oh, whatever. I'm fucking fuck you, dude. Fuck you, bitch, prick." Excuse me. It just feels super weird.
This has resulted in backlash over this subreddit being described as a snark page. But I do want to say that Caleb's own Reddit page has been accused of deleting dissenting opinions or downright valid accusations. And oftentimes when that happens and people have serious allegations or concerns, they create groups to voice their dissent with no place to go, and oftentimes—
Okay, but that's a lot of things, right? And how come you didn't make fun or like shit on the Actually, I have no idea if she did or not, so I shouldn't even comment. I feel though that she didn't make fun of H3H3 Snark. Even though that's exactly what she's like criticizing Caleb for not allowing in his own fucking Reddit.
Feel a need to voice this through an anonymous profile because people with power and money use that power and money to silence people when they come forward. This is especially happening right now. And if you cannot see that with your own eyes, I don't know what to tell you. That is why people use pages like this. And that's not to say that there are not snark pages that go way too far to be hateful or to spread misinformation. I don't agree with that. I disavow that, because what good are you doing if you're just spreading more hate in this world? Allegations about Caleb Hammer have been coming out for more than 2 years, since Caleb Hammer was only at 250,000 subscribers, yet very few people have been listening to them, and it hasn't seemed to affect Caleb's career or his growing fame. Instead, he's skyrocketed towards success and gone on to spread misogynistic, hateful, bigoted content. So I can't imagine how frustrated and hurt his alleged victims must feel. I'm saying alleged to try and be very careful navigating this legally, but
bro, do you even really care? Caleb Hammer is like, he like destroyed himself with the recent D'Angelo Wallace shit. I don't think Caleb would even try legal stuff, and I don't even think he has in the past, besides protecting himself from 2 people. Brent Davies, who I'm actually not even sure he's done legal stuff for. I think he's just trying to like excite people. And that one fat prison lady. I'm actually gonna go to the bathroom. Oh, and was it Zeke? Maybe Zeke as well. Back. Righto. Righto, we're back. Righto. Yeah, this is why I didn't, dude. How long have I been going? I mean, we've covered 40 minutes of the video, and I've been going for 2 hours, 20 minutes and an hour.
when looking into this, it is mind-blowing the amount of claims there are and how many all say such similar stories, yet no justice has been done yet. I find that criminal, personally. There's so many people Caleb has allegedly done this to.
Ooh,
also,
shit.
I want to say that some of these allegations are very serious. They should be taken very seriously. So let's discuss some of these claims and allegations. There were leaked group chat messages posted where Caleb is allegedly talking about a teenage boy and says, "Any hole will do."
Ooh, yeah. Dude, this is edited so much, and this is actually like the thing that got Scott Schaefer like in trouble. Was this in particular. So it's so weird for her to be like, I'm gonna be careful about my legal shit, and then do this. That actually is crazy work, bro.
Caleb has seemingly, though vaguely, confirmed that the messages in the group chat were his, saying they were just jokes.
The thing that they think makes me look like a bad guy. The thing they think bothers me is when I make jokes, a bunch of jokes with other people making a bunch of rage baiting jokes in a group chat from like a decade ago, and they think that bothers me in the slightest. A text group chat where everyone's making insane crazy jokes, and then they screenshot just mine. You know, and it's just like, oh, Caleb Hammer bad. It's just like, that has to always be the reality.
Caleb commented that he wanted to stick his in a hole of his. Any hole will do.
Scott Shafter, a
So that's why I've been calling him Scott Shafter this whole time, because Quam keeps calling him Scott Shafter for some reason. And I don't know why.
content creator here on YouTube, has done deep dives into Caleb Hammer, so I wanted to shout out Scott here. And then one of them mentions how there's a TikToker named Bradley on a budget, whose content it seems at times is a little bit rage baity, but a huge theme of Bradley's content is how he's working to get out of $100,000 of debt. You would think that Caleb would love that, right? That's exactly what everyone should be doing according to Caleb, working towards eliminating debt. But Bradley has an OF, and Caleb decided instead of praising Bradley's content or congratulating him for working towards getting out of debt, Caleb was going to be purchasing Bradley's OF and reacting in real time to the OF for his audience. There's so many things wrong with that. It also could break terms of service or could be illegal, yet nothing ever happened.
Nothing
Caleb
ever
decided
happened,
to purchase his OnlyFans and make fun of the guy's adult content live on the air to his audience.
Oh, what is he posting? I need to know. Oh, here we go.
Mind you, this was a live stream, so other people were watching him doing this in the moment. I joined OF 6 years ago because I was desperate. This feels really wrong.
Let's keep going. Oh, there's needed to bust my huge 9-day out of my enjoy some dirty talk.
Mind you, this is all behind a paywall. No one has access to this.
This looks like your TikTok, actually. I can't read that. Am I stupid? Because I don't go on OnlyFans. I don't actually know what he's talking about. Here, this is gonna suck for you guys. What is that logo? Actually, it's an even lower res for you guys, probably because it's getting like got through again. Fit to right. I think I fucked up. One sec. Touch to screen? Fit to screen. Center to screen. Good. Wait, can I Control Z this? That is not how it's been looking for you guys the whole time. That's kind of better. Yeah, anyway, the UI is reminding me of Instagram, but I feel like the logo is too short to be that. So it might be TikTok. I really don't know.
Mind you, this is all behind a paywall. No one has access to this.
Now, it's one thing to just describe what is in an OnlyFans video, but Caleb took it a step further and multiple times played audio of Bradley clapping and having to his audience live on stream.
That's unbelievable. I would never do this to someone. His response to those comments was, I have enough money to retire. I'm just working for fun now.
Now that is 100% illegal.
It also seems that Caleb has a weird obsession with OF overall. There was a time he brought on Amaranth onto his show, as shown in the beginning of this video, and said she wouldn't date me.
Smash or pass? Are we doing based on now or potential? Right now? Yeah. Pass, but that's because I don't want you to feel comfortable in your own body right now, because I know you're trying to do the gym thing. So if Amaranth would go for me, I don't have to improve anymore.
I need to diet, I need to gym.
There were leaked audio messages where Caleb's telling an OF creator and guest on the show, Zeke, who I believe is straight, to do gay OF content and trying to get
he's not
him to link up with someone. And Zeke was fairly young at the time, only 19, I believe.
Tell him you're a cool dude, and I want to like if there's anything, any connections that I have, which I've built a lot of connections in Austin, anything that I'm able.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't want to until you learn more by discussing with the person. You don't do anything you don't want to be very clear. So it sounds like, just from this, that he's like almost open to it, if not quite. Does that help clear some things up? If you're not interested, it's okay. I'm just trying to be a nice person and connect you to people. I'm dead. What? Yeah, it makes it easier now that I have a better understanding of what it is.
Able to kind of link you to, I definitely want to be helpful. The main reason I haven't wanted to have this conversation via text is, sorry, I had to burp. One, I'm not used to OnlyFans, straight up. It's not really my scene. I'm a personal finance dude. I don't really know anything about that. Two, I'm straight. I'm like 90% straight. I've definitely fooled around because I'm
sure,
open-minded.
Caleb. Sure, you're 90%. Okay, Caleb. Sure, buddy. Sure, pal.
And when you get drunk, whatever. But so, and this is like a man-on-man thing. But essentially, I think, from the conversation I had with him, the pay will be dependent on what you're willing to do, and what you're willing to do is set by you. Whatever you're willing to do comes with more money. There's things that I think I don't feel comfortable talking about in this kind of situation, and I'd be happier to talk over in person. Maybe I'm just that kind of person. So you just let me know what you think.
There was also a leaked audio of Caleb DMing with an OF creator where he mentioned he'd want to do OF, but he's not hot enough. And then he tries to steer the conversation slightly towards an inappropriate
That does
nature,
seem like
but
something
seems
Caleb
to
would
stop
say.
himself. I don't know. That's my interpretation of the interaction, but let me know what you think.
Well, you're killing it either way. I'm kind of jealous. That beats my Patreon by far. I honestly, this is so silly. I would never announce this out loud to the world, but I considered, what would it be like if I started one? Just because I don't know, I find that stuff kind of fun. Once I was like 100,000 subscribers, because that would pay for things. But I don't know. One, I'm not hot, so I don't think a lot of people would sign up. And two, I think that would financial, and then only I don't know if they mesh together for one person. But again, if you ever have a trial, I don't know. I have a hard time dropping money on this kind of stuff. But if you ever have a trial, let me know. Oh my god. So
oh my god, dude.
There's definitely like 50.
Dude, he is desperate for whatever guy he's talking to for some peen pics, okay? Holy shit, Caleb, calm down.
1,000 questions I want to ask right now that I should not ask right now. Well, I mean, honestly,
dude,
pretty freaking inappropriate, and I don't know. I feel like the risk probably isn't worth it because so many people just get like in trouble, and I do. I don't want that. I should probably just be 100% professional, right? You tell me.
Someone who went on the show posted their DMs with Caleb Hammer with this sort of weird power dynamic and threatening undertone as he's flirting with them. The whole thing is a little bit uncomfortable and exploitative in my opinion. Yeah, haha. And the show, cause you're hot, Honestly, not really. Hey, can I ask you something in the DL? I won't tell anyone your
DL.
answer. And sure, what's up? The people who were sugar daddies, did you really never sleep with anyone? Like, what's the point if not? Why didn't you have sex with the Houston guy if you're sexually open? Curious. Also, is it okay to have this convo?
No way, we got a cutscene. Sorry, Mugenics break. Yo.
I want to have consent from you to have this convo. Oh yeah, very fair. Do you have sex often? And yeah, whatever, it's fine. And no, I don't. Why don't ya? Just a personal preference, I guess. Not really a reason to it. I have money to make and spend. Can't make money if I'm out effing around. That's very true. Are you actual in nature? If you want to stop this conversation at any time, please let me know. But also remember our very clear NDA as well. I will.
What?
Are you shy? Oh, haha, maybe. So are you actual? I can be. What's your type? Would you have gone on a date with me?
So this is weird flirting, I agree.
If you lived in Austin? I just mean, if you were here, would you? I meant like
This is
physical
freaky.
attraction to me or not, I guess.
Into your place. I wouldn't put in any kind of information about location, but good job, Quam. You're gonna get more views than I probably ever will on this one video, so that's fine, I guess. Unlike physical attraction to me or not, I guess. I don't pay much attention, by the way. You can't hurt my feelings. Well, you can stalk my Instagram if you want. No, you're cute, but I'm more of a get to know the person before I get attracted. I'm gonna tell you your curls are good. But
I have to be very careful here, so I'm going to ask a dumb question. Would you like me to ask you out? Haha. This next allegation is so messed up, I don't feel fully comfortable.
That really wasn't that bad. Besides the NDA thing, I think that Caleb Hammer to me definitely seems like a guy who suffers from not knowing how to talk to people normally.
We're reading it out loud, but there's a post from someone who claims they were invited on a date to Austin by Caleb, but had a panic attack when coming to Austin because they had a former abusive relationship there. They were apparently supposed to stay at a hotel with Caleb, but made it clear to him that nothing would be happening between the two of them. But Caleb kept pushing for a massage and for them to undress and relax, and was incredibly forceful that things kept escalating into an essay. Once they left the hotel, Caleb texted them telling them not to go and cancel him. In the comments of this post is the Business Insider reporter I've quoted in this video asking for more information. But though this post was made 2 years ago, they never reported on it. Instead, they went on to make fairly positive articles on Caleb Hammer, interviewed Caleb Hammer even, on his inspiration for his content, and never asked him about this. I don't know why. I don't know if there's a reason behind that, a legitimate reason, but it infuriates me knowing that a reporter saw this and did nothing with it. Hello, I've messaged this sub's moderator, but I thought I'd post here too. I'm a reporter at Business Insider, and I'm interested to speak with the person behind this post. It can be anonymously and in confidence. If that's you and you're open to speak, let me know either by sending me a message here or my email is, and sending that. Apparently, she just decided to stroke him with clout and write several articles summarizing different episodes he's done. All while knowing this. Great.
I mean, this is just nothing. It's kind of why I'm having a hard time like staying engaged. Is like all of this stuff has just been unsubstantiated. Well, mostly unsubstantiated hate on Caleb Hammer. 2 years ago, bro.
Journalism. Someone made an in-depth post about how they got Caleb banned from virtually all dating apps. I got Caleb banned from Hinge, Bumble, and Tinder, and I'm not sorry. Sharing my story because despite what he's claimed, it was a real person who went on a really horrible date with him and reported him to the apps. I matched with him and we met up for a date. This was a few weeks ago. Everything seemed fine. He was nice, dorky, and in my opinion, cute. We were supposed to go out to eat where we met. But it was the one where so
I'm just gonna skip through this. Is this the one where she goes to his house and then he like offers to get in the shower? Yeah, he has like an oil substance on the couch and he blamed the dog walker. What probably happened is the dog puked on the couch and Caleb is like a cheap ass who bought some really shitty stain remover. Or the dog walker was. And then after she didn't want to do anything because she got the ick, he was like, alright, get out of my house.
Em was basically berating me, saying like, why did you want to come here? As if I had come up with the idea. Are you asexual? Are you a sexual person? He asked those both over and over. He kept saying, I can't read you. At that point, I think he just kind of gave up LOL because he said, you know, we're not really vibing. Why don't you get an Uber home? I will say though, it is really, really messed up to bring a girl 30 minutes away. At that point, I was almost 40 minutes away from where I live just to make her Uber home. And then after all that bullshit, this man has the audacity to ask me on a second date. And I was honestly just in shock. Like this whole situation was so insane to me. I just said, I don't know about that. I did report him to Hinge, Bumble, and Tinder, all with my story. I did interact with real people via email who all were disgusted and shocked by his behavior, saying it did violate terms of service. I did this for 2 reasons. 1, it seems like this may be a pattern or formula for Caleb. I don't want another person to end up in the situation I was in. 2, maybe after being banned, he will take some time and reflect on his actions and possibly get some help. In the comments, the poster provided text messages allegedly from Caleb. Ever since, I've been getting videos of you high-pitched yelling at poor people and Hinge. I don't know. What a queen. It's okay, lol, I get it. Worst date for me too. Just a big off day for both of us. It happens. Hopefully it just allows you to swipe left. Haha. Yelling at poor people.
Yeah, okay, this is just bad relationships. Also, isn't it? I thought she was gonna do like a different look for every segment. But I guess she only has 2 different looks. More allegations. Yeah, they got me banned. Hinge and Bumble look at your fucking text messages. So if you got banned, the companies thought you were doing something wrong. And the companies who want you paying and want to show you ads thought you were doing something wrong. You fucked up. I reported him because I didn't like how he acted. Okay, yeah, it's like dating. Say no to the second date and move on. Yeah, exactly.
Does he mean the woman that he constantly calls out in his content, that he puts down? Is that his way of getting back at the people that have rejected him, that hold all the power in his mind? They can literally say anything and the commentary community will suck it up like water. And people who dislike me will believe it without single thoughts. And she'll face 0 consequences if she lies about things, but I'd face them all. We live in a new era. I know how people like her work. I was ahead of it and can literally destroy her in court. Someone rightfully calls out.
I mean, that's funny because I actually don't think anyone in the commentary community supported her at first. It took her. It took. I still don't think anybody supports her except Quam. Quam is the only person I know of who likes her or thinks anything of her. Oh, she's not great. Make her work though.
Is want to take a bath after you were turned down to touch a clothed leg in the car. What routine house cleaner gets a couch wet? I don't know. Something is weird. Good thing there are cameras, although it doesn't sound like it's a whole interaction. I want to see the bath combo. Caleb continued to say in the thread that he ended up decided he wouldn't be posting any of the damning recordings he had of her, which he recorded without her consent, until court because he would be suing her. He decided he needs to hold on to the damning proof that would clear his name all for court. So Caleb is definitely the good guy in this situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Caleb Hammer also went on to make a video out of this situation, taking what was a Reddit matter and utilizing his massive platform of million subscribers to disseminate his narrative about the situation, making it harder for this potential victim to be believed.
I went on this date with a crazy bitch that hadn't been on a date for 5 years. She opened up our conversation with, yeah, I don't trust men. That should have been a red flag. And we went back to my place, tried to hook up. She didn't want to. And I was like, okay, please leave. So I called her an Uber because there was no interest outside of just a hookup. And that's fine. Consensual adults do whatever consensual adults want to do. Then she left. And then she freaked the fuck out, got me banned on Hinge and stuff. Obnoxious. Now, luckily, I got it back because she's going crazy on Reddit because she's an actual insane freak that oversensitive. And then she freaked the fuck out, got me banned on Hinge and stuff. Obnoxious. Now, luckily, I got it back because she's going crazy on Reddit. Because she's an actual insane freak that over-sensationalizes things and tries to destroy people's lives.
So
exactly, and that's the only reason she decided to do it, my lawyer told me, because no one else would actually do what she did.
The victim made an update describing in detail all the harassment she received.
If I remember right, the reason that they were even talking about that is because that lady
after being virtually doxxed and exposed by Caleb, then lied about online, which is really disturbing to read through. Caleb Hammer allegedly showed nudes of a woman who was a victim of revenge porn by a guest on his show, further victimizing her and potentially further illegally distributing her nudes online.
I am an OG viewer of Caleb Hammer, like OG viewer. But what I saw today on his post show disgusted me so much that I had to unsubscribe. You need to know that he showed that woman's nudes on his video. You know, in the main show where he was telling that girl, "Oh, that's revenge. Why would you do that? Why would you send those to people, blah, blah, blah." He then proceeds to show them behind the paywall. He crops her face out so it's better, but he shows that woman's body. Like, yes, she's covered, but it's still her. You can tell that it is a private photo. She didn't consent for her private photos to be shown to everyone in her company by the girl to begin with, let alone let alone the entire world has access to it now.
Caleb Hammer has also made
yeah, that's pretty
weird
fucked up.
sexual jokes about children. Children are a
Wait, what? Brandon wants 10K to be pegged.
Hammer has also made weird
Her fucking what? Wait, look at her censorship.
The entire world has access to it now.
Caleb
Brandon wants 10K to be pegged, but will take 10K to peg a 12-year-old? What the fuck? Then the other one is they sent calm down with a hard R on that pegger.
Hammer has also made weird sexual jokes about children. Children are a protected class,
Brandon's
unable
kid
to
is
defend
12 years
themselves,
old.
especially now
12-year-olds.
in the past year
Brandon's
with
kink
Diddy,
is
with
12-year-old.
Epstein, with so many stories of child just weird. End of story.
Wait, sorry.
Diddy with
Skip
Epstein
forward
was able to
instead of
defend
backwards.
themselves.
Pin that. Okay. Yeah, that's weird.
Especially now, in the past year with Diddy, with Epstein, with so many stories of child trafficking and pedophilia. Yeah, no, the pedo jokes aren't funny. They're just weird. End of story. D'Angelo Wallace, iconic commentary channel on YouTube,
Whoa,
made a
what?
live stream recently.
Disconnected from server? Guys, am I still alive? Just about. I'm so close to finishing! But yeah, I'm literally just about to finish the stream. Not just about. Actually, yeah, we're probably only 30 minutes away from finishing. You know, watch. Hello, hello, hello. Just about. I'm so close to finishing! Hello, hello, hello. But yeah, I'm literally just about to finish the stream. Kick? I'm so close to finishing! Hello, Kick? Not just about.
Hello, hello,
Actually,
hello.
yeah, but yeah, I'm literally just about
Probably
to finish
only
the stream.
30 minutes away.
I'm so close to finishing! Okay, so
Yeah,
Kick
watch,
actually might
watch.
be broken. Kick, I think, is dead. Let me refresh and figure that out. Nope, Kick is live. Okay. OBS is just telling me we're broke for no reason.
Recently, which was then edited down into a YouTube video on Caleb Hammer, mainly talking about Caleb's misogynistic, racist, bigoted content.
How come whenever he has a woman on the channel that he's not rocking with, you get titles like dumb, spoiled B-word, I effing hate her. I didn't really know you could name a video I effing hate her and put the B word in the thumbnail and gets 600,000 views. This dude is making anti-SJW content. SJW does mean woman. SJW
So my
means
theory,
woman.
My theory is that different categories, because YouTube, I think, has they have broad and they have micro categories. So your broad categories is stuff like drama, gaming, news. If you go to like your broad categories for what you can pick each one. If you make a video, you have like these different categories to choose from. I don't think they're all encompassing, which is why my drama streams I think are categorized as none or news. I forgot which one I chose. And you have micro categories, and these are like your tags. And each of these has different restrictions that seem to be manually put in place by someone. So calling somebody a bitch, a slut, any kind of like word, dick, prick, whatever, that might get picked up by news or drama or something else. But whenever it comes to finances, that doesn't even get thought about. And so I think one of the reasons that Caleb is making so much money is because he's putting the stuff that's really juicy tea drama about random people in the finance category. And so he doesn't get caught for it whenever in a normal world he would be.
person of color, queer person, any sort of possible minority just gets labeled an SJW for merely existing. But hold on.
I don't know what SJW is, but
Social
you like to
justice
talk
warrior?
over women all the time.
I talk over everybody, including myself.
D'Angelo also covered Caleb's extensive use of the R slur in content, even calling someone's autistic child the R slur. What?
Yeah,
the
that
actual
was unnecessary. That was incredibly
so here he is
unnecessary.
talking to a woman about her autistic child.
That has like, so
she's not.
Well, but you're getting payments.
No, it's not payments. It's to help with her. It's to help her.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
Here we get this weasel behavior that you get with all dudes like this, where they can't actually stand tall in their douche hood, if you will, and it has to be like, oh, I wasn't being bad. I wasn't saying it bad.
It's so mean.
Yeah, like obviously that's like, oh, your kid's handicapped. I'm gonna use a much worse word for it. It's like, no, you can call your friends who aren't that, but in a situation where that's a real person, that is like the literal malicious use of the word. That is like the case where you don't say it and you do have a little bit of sensitivity. Jesus.
Well, no, I was meaning it in the clinical sense is
No.
mental retardation.
Autism is not mental retardation. There's
Yeah, they're different too, anyways.
that's two.
We get the point. Also,
no, dude, it's not the same. It's really not the same. I don't know. I don't know. I think you can say it. You can say retard and retarded. I do not like somebody calling, like, you could get criticism for it too. You just shouldn't do that. That's so fucking mean and rude to call like an autistic person retarded. That's fucked up.
his stupid excuse that like, oh, this is just the clinical term. He literally comes right out about 6 minutes later and admits why he actually said it. Bro, you can't even keep your story straight here.
I'll call her, trigger some people in the audience. I don't care. That's all hee hee ha ha.
It is literally just to trigger people.
D'Angelo also found an amazing older post from Caleb Hammer on Reddit defending his eventual slide into aggressive thumbnails and titles.
I don't want to get into the negative convos, but I feel I should respond to this. The platform essentially forces content creators to create these kinds of thumbnails, referring to Graham's thumbnails. And once you know which thumbnails work, you are forced to use them. Trust me, creators do not enjoy this, but we are forced to play the game.
Caleb was not yet using aggressively misogynistic, bigoted titles and thumbnails at that time, but it's like an aspiring millionaire who's okay with the rich getting tax breaks because they think one day they'll be rich too. Caleb wanted the same leniency for when one day he used the same system that others were.
Look, I actually do totally agree that you kind of figure out something that like vaguely works and then you just stick with it. And you stop using it when it doesn't work. So obviously that is like obviously what she's doing. Excuse me. She has the person in the center, words around them. And anytime she goes away from that, the words have to be center lined. She gets less views. Like, how the fuck does this random person, Becca Bloom, beat the views on H3H3 unless you fucked up the thumbnail or title? And then if we go to like, I've been watching a lot of Pyrocynical lately. Well, Pyro Live. He doesn't even really do thumbnails. He just like picks a person involved and then like zooms into them or finds like a funny meme image of them. And that's it. That's his entire thumbnail. And he's breaking like 500,000 sometimes and almost consistently 1/3 of 1,000,000. And that's like daily slop. You know, that's the stuff that has like a high turnover rate. I think Pyro actually is one of the few people who has like really good stats for people staying with him for a long time though. I'm trying to find someone who would be like misogynistic or in some way. Guys, give me a misogynist. TakeDown. What do TakeDown's thumbnails look like? So he's barely cracking 100 sometimes. Dude, that's crazy. You can put that in the thumbnail. The Hitler situation is crazy. What the fuck? Dude, how are you making these few views? Does TakeDown have a second channel? Okay.
Clearly benefiting from.
Oh, but yeah, the thumbnails. It's just a guy in the center with occasionally words on it.
D'Angelo also had some wonderful commentary about the dangers of misogyny in regards to Caleb Hammer denying the accusations of essay from the person who got him banned off of dating apps.
Anybody who is espousing misogyny on main is obviously a problem, but this is actually a vendetta against women. How dare this woman come forward after I tried to use the story of what I did to her for TikTok content? No. This is why people don't come forward. I am blaming Caleb Hammer as the reason for why people feel so deeply uncomfortable coming forward, feeling uncomfortable calling things SA when
good, but
it is. But you don't want to say that because you feel like, oh, if I make this claim, people are going to destroy me.
Sometimes Pyro is absolutely annoying as fuck. I can't watch a stream for more than like once a week, or else I'm just like annoyed and I'll burn out like instantly. It's a lot of the same jokes too. That's one of the things that's gotten kind of boring. He's been getting called bald and balding and old for like 4 years now. But yeah, I love his long form videos. Those are epic.
Then Caleb Hammer threatened to sue D'Angelo in a completely unhinged live stream, and D'Angelo responded.
Oh yeah, Caleb got banned on Hinge and Tinder. I don't know. If here's the thing, right? If there's all these women who normally have zero issue, and then they date Caleb, and then they go crazy, even if they're wrong, you might still want to ban this guy because he's apparently radioactive. But I think without knowing more details, we can't say what is up with Caleb being banned on these apps.
I'm suing D'Angelo. So says Caleb Hammer in a live stream that.
But from the way that Caleb talks about these women and how afterwards, I think he needs a more normal venue for meeting them. And apparently, maybe he's married.
Took place on his channel with over 2.8 million subscribers, in which he delivered the single worst response I have ever received in the entire time I've been on the internet.
D'Angelo said Caleb uploads misogynistic titles and thumbnails, refers to women on the show as the B word, and how does Caleb respond?
We tell them how crazy the episode's gonna be and how the thumbnails and titles.
Oh, dude, there's so many small things that bother me about Quam's video. Let's just mute. Look at Quam's neon sign in the background if you're a watcher. It's flashing very quickly. It's a very low quality neon sign. Jesus.
So it's gonna be, and how the thumbnails and titles are gonna be, and we ask if they're okay with it. They consented, you didn't, you don't matter. It doesn't matter what you think, you f***ing weirdo using my name to get.
I mean, if that's true, just go with that. You're going so far with this, man.
Views. What is wrong with you, you pathetic f*** who can't do any research whatsoever?
There's Lindsay. The root of all that is evil with Caleb Hammer. And there's Brandon. I think his name's Brandon. I like his facial hair.
You're a loser.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad. This is a bad response. I sat through this for every single point that I made just to see if he had any sort of criticism.
Ah, the no research rebuttal. Anyways, moving on.
This video is discredited all of your.
Caleb says this, and a few have actually corroborated that is true, and some of them have said we agree to a thumbnail and then they change it later. But most of those people have gone after Caleb in some like overly malicious way. So it's kind of hard. It is, yeah, hard to tell what's true and not.
Previous work, because now we know you don't research and you just
without Caleb publishing the contracts that people are signing and then corroboration on their part that that is the exact same contracts that they have signed, we don't know.
Virtue signal about everything, meaning and nothing you say and everything should be questioned that you've ever said. This video has confirmed that. Because this is really bad. This is really bad, man.
How much research does it take to call a spade a spade?
I don't even really know what to say regarding Caleb's response, as Caleb does not really respond, just kind of yes-ands his way through D'Angelo's points.
We actually we're fucking researching your pronouns because I thought you were a woman. Because I didn't hear you speak first.
Oh, the dangers of being a beautiful man.
I don't hate
oh.
gay people. We have, someone say, too many gays working at this company. No, that's a joke again. You read a title that is outrageous and silly and you say I'm
I mean, he lives in Austin, right? Keep Austin weird, bro.
homophobic. You say I'm sexist.
Caleb, can you buy Rooster Teeth?
No, you're fucking retarded.
Caleb claims that D'Angelo saying Caleb may be putting on more of a show, more of a personality for the camera, is worth suing D'Angelo over. And this became a point that Caleb hammered into over and over again on his live stream. Sorry.
Caleb says, my assertion that he's faking a personality for views is worth suing over.
Literal liar. And actually that's a lie against our business. I could sue you for that. And maybe I will. I have unlimited money. I could sue you. And I have the best lawyers in the business. You would be so Listen, I'm not promising I'm suing you, but I'm promising I'm talking to my lawyers about suing you. Buddy, I'm going to sue you.
D'Angelo noted that after posting the original Caleb Hammer video and Caleb's response, D'Angelo received the most hateful, racist, and bigoted comments ever received on their channel.
You actually do have the most racist audience that I've dealt with in my time on YouTube. Over the past couple of days, I've seen some of the most heinous stuff.
D'Angelo also had the amazing point when covering the essay allegations that just because Caleb Hammer claimed he recorded consent actually means nothing. And this was—
You know what? Let's check that. Let's check that out. Videos? Bro, what is with these people hitting like 1 million or 500,000? That's crazy. Okay, so that's not the one that Caleb's fan audience would have fucking talked to. This one?
One of the largest.
You were gone for a whole year and no one cared, as if I regularly didn't look out the window waiting for D'Angelo to come back from the war. What are the newest? These are, dude, these are 10 hours ago? I was expecting shit that was like from a few days ago at least. This is literally from over a month ago. I'm looking for the racism, bro. Where's the racism? Show me the racism. Yeah, I'm okay. Is it the stream, maybe? Was the stream that D'Angelo did on Caleb? Did that have a lot of racism? Okay, I have no idea, bro.
Caleb Hammer's response.
Caleb Hammer does not seem to understand the concept of consent. Not just talking about, oh, we all consented to call people's slurs together, so it's okay. I went over an allegation of somebody saying that he touched them and it was unwanted. And Caleb's response initially was like, oh, well, I recorded me getting consent. And I was saying that does not matter at all, actually. Recorded consent doesn't mean somebody was consenting to everything that you're doing, right? And Caleb says this.
Getting consent is not enough anymore?
If somebody gives you consent,
they can take it away.
They can take it away.
That's why I get it before and after, D'Angelo, you weirdo.
Well, Caleb's also kind of, and I think Lindsay's a problem with this. I do blame Lindsay for a lot. I think Caleb is in this kind of accidentally self-enforced bubble where he actually is okay with some criticism of himself. Maybe if it doesn't get too harsh, but he doesn't get it because he's in this, he's in a bubble where he has Brandon, who probably doesn't really say anything particularly nice or bad about Caleb. They're just like friends. And then Lindsay just like sucks him off metaphorically. Only thing bro did was Taddy Westbrook. What, D'Angelo? I wouldn't know. I did not hear about this guy until the Caleb Hammer drama. But like, how gay can you be? Look, who is more gay, D'Angelo Wallace or Caleb Hammer? I'm gonna say Caleb, because I don't think D'Angelo Wallace has tried to get other men onto OnlyFans where Caleb can participate. That's a joke. I don't think Caleb wanted to participate with the gay men. Although you could put dots together.
Really simple, guy. If somebody says I didn't consent to something, you can burn yourself out, bend over backwards, try to tear the stars from the sky trying to prove that they did. It doesn't matter.
Caleb Hammer's live stream continued on and on for 4 hours, where he continues to just call D'Angelo names, berate D'Angelo, literally prove D'Angelo's point by leaning into big.
He's one of the few guys who covered James Charles and Taddy Westbrook drama whenever it came out. Oh, okay. I know the James Charles stuff.
Even more so, it seems, yet also gaslighting D'Angelo by saying, no, I'm not bigoted, I'm not misogynistic, I'm not racist, in the same breath. And that feels like much of that sort of side of YouTube commentary in 2026, denying much of what you're currently experiencing before your very eyes. And if you call it out,
okay, like, dude, what fucking section of YouTube commentary is covering D'Angelo Wallace and Caleb Hammer? The only one that I've seen, the only people I've seen cover it, I think, is like the middle section of like Chud, Nick Diorio. Did Tommy C cover it? I don't know. A lot of smaller people. I guess D'Angelo is like a left winger, so he kind of covered it, but I didn't see like Hassan or Denims cover it. Although Denims probably would. That does seem like something she would cover. And then on the right side, I didn't see fucking Nux Taku or Tectone or any of those guys cover it. But I wonder if Kwum is like so far left, she doesn't even know people like Tectone exist.
You're somehow offensive for doing that. The reason why is it's being seen.
And also, like, the center has largely agreed that Caleb, like, really fucked up in this entire drama.
As profitable to punch down, to be a bully. The loudest person wins. We cannot let that be a system that continues on. Think back to the past days of YouTube. Who were your favorite influencers?
What's up, guys? Scarce here. Bubble upload. In ye olden days. Jesse Cox, Total Biscuit, Dodger, Scarce, Pyrocynical. I watched a shitload of H3H3. And iDubbbz. I watched a lot of iDubbbz. A little bit of Leafy. Not very much Leafy. Wasn't a huge fan. There was one other drama person I definitely remember watching. I just cannot remember their name. It was one of those bedroom people.
To me, I think of people like Jenna Marbles, who, while she had done some controversial things, was known to have a largely positive influence on the platform. Yet nowadays,
she definitely knows who TakeDown is and wishes him dead. No, if she did know who, absolutely. TakeDown the same with her. Aw, dude, TakeDown would come out with like the most stereotypical 1890s misogyny stuff that you have not heard since like the 14th Amendment was written. You would hear the craziest shit about what he would have to say about fucking Quam.
how many positive influences do we have left? If we allow the most negative, the most hateful, the biggest bullies, the loudest
Quam's
people
too old
in
for
the room
TakeDown.
to win, they will be the influencers who inspire the people of tomorrow, and slowly that will be the content that overtakes the platform. That is why I do not think that sort of content should go unchecked. Why frauds and charlatans should not be allowed to go unchecked on these platforms. Why we should not allow people to be scammed without speaking.
Mom, have you seen the amount of makeup you're wearing? Okay. Seems kind of fraudulent. All right. The amount. There's my misogyny. Bro, you're glowing like a second sun, okay? That is not normal. You might need to take some of that off. Maybe just dry yourself out. This is fucking weird, okay? You look like a wax doll. Waiting for TakeDown to be in a police body cam for public indecency, and in the cam footage he's fucking butt naked. I could see it. What's gonna happen is it's gonna be like that. He's gonna get arrested for that, and it's just gonna be because like Pinky or whoever didn't even realize that he was outside of her house. I think TakeDown would get it depends on if he moves. If he moves, I'll say just public indecency. If he stays in Texas, I think he might genuinely be like a stalking risk. Because he's also has like unmedicated schizophrenia. And I think that would be really bad.
Speaking up. It's a cruel world, but our voices matter. And that's all for today's video. Thank you so much if you made it all the way to the end. I know there's some negative points in this video, but I really do want to say your voice matters. Keep speaking up. Don't let people bully you into silence. That's the biggest lesson I've been learning recently. If you made it to the end, comment.
Didn't Turkey Tom tell you to stop making drama videos?
What the most inspiring book to you has been, if you want to. It could be something really silly, something really deep. Lately, I've been talking about this everywhere, but I love the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, and I recommend it to everyone. And also, I'm always looking for new books to read. And I'll see you in the next video. Stay well until then. Bye!
Okay, thank you, Quam Patreon members. Dude, is this like every Quam video? Actually, the only ones that I've watched is this one and the Ayla Klein one. Did I watch that one or did I just... I think I just clicked on that one once. Oh, that was like earlier this stream. I think he's using schizophrenia as an excuse because the dude is really unmedicated. He would have had a lot more manic episodes and shit on stream. He wouldn't be able to control it. There's potential for that. He does have a lot of situations where he's just like... He's like hearing things that obviously aren't there and seeing things that aren't there, and then he's just able to control it. He's either low level or he's not actually a schizophrenic.
There's a lot of people that are really awesome young man. I think you can help me support him. So over that she
what the outcome was going to be.
What a see church drama with famous pastors or pastors who align themselves to
This does not look like the same person that we saw now. Did Kwem have like Botox or something?
Too closely. Get too
Or is it the camera angles? Might be the camera angles.
close with celebrities. The question really is, what is that pastor's intentions? What do they
Well, you somehow forgot the rule of thirds because in your newest video, you're like tiny in the center. This is a better rule of thirds.
want out of fame? In a GQ interview without name.
A JQ interview?
Selena in an attempt to show that Haley is a
Okay. Looks way more normal. Did she get on like fucking Ozempic or something? It looks like a normal weight here. But if you go to... Come on. Her newest video.
It's a little carry.
pulled in thousands of tough love and hard truths.
It's almost like she had like a fat removal or something. How long has it been? 9 months. Dude. The change up is crazy. The hair is mostly the same. It's dyed a different color. She has thicker eyebrows. Her makeup is crazy in this, dude. Dude, why are you calling Caleb like freaky for commenting on people's bodies when you let that get to you, it looks like. That's crazy. I don't know. She looks so normal here versus here. Wait, back to the botting. How do you get that many views and 16 Patreon subs? I bet those were just her highest payers. We go to Quam. Wait, let me make sure it doesn't show off my email. No, we're okay. The like 3 people I subscribed to. Wait, you're right. How do you have 65 members? You make $70 a month. You've been doing this for probably 14 months-ish? Because she does what, 1 video a month or 1 video every 2 months? That's crazy. Yeah, you're right. Membership. You can only join for $5 a month. Wait, that doesn't make sense. So if she's making 70, she has 65 members. But you can join for free. But so you can only pay $5, yeah? $5.99. $4.99. 10 for, so 14 members of these are paying. What the fuck? Wait, so then did she, you said 16.
Has been, if you want, everywhere. Also then
4, 8, 16. So she, dude, she lost 2 Patreon subs. Unless I did the math wrong. But 70. Or she fucked with the, how much you make a month. But if you go to membership options, your only option to pay is $5. That's crazy, bro. Yep. Dude, that's insane. Threads from the National Tapestry mogs this channel and they get 1/3 of the subs. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Chud gets more money and has more subscribers and he doesn't even advertise his Patreon. Let me see if I can get it off of Discord. Logic. Patreon Chud Logic. Oh no, never mind. He actually has more members. But makes $9 a month. Off of, in comparison, so he has 50,000 subscribers. And he's making a seventh of what she's making. Oh. Yeah, this just isn't progressing down anymore, by the way, so it's just $17. Oh, where's Quam's Patreon? So he actually, so Chud has more members, they just don't want to pay for his shit. Meanwhile, Quam has less members, and she has 650,000. So money-wise, does that add up? She has 13 times the amount? No. No, her Patreon's fucking dead as a doornail, dude. If for someone who's been advertised, you know what it is? She only mentioned it once at the end. Well, no, because the thing is, if Chud has more members, Chud mentions it even less than her. That's so weird. What's the one again? Threads from the National Tapestry. $88K. Facebook. Civil War. Resistance, the Underground Railroad. Oh, cool. Do they have a Patreon? What's that? You have a Grant and Robert E. Lee and Abraham Lincoln. They show their members count at the end of their videos on threads from the... Oh, okay. Holy shit, so these many people are paying. That's crazy. That's literally insane. How does Quam have that few people? Well, I mean, I wouldn't pay for this either. But like, off of that many views? Dude, there is something wrong with her content. There is something insanely wrong with her content for it to be getting this many views, but have so few likes. Comments are actually good. The comment ratio, from what I understand, is okay. 2,000. Yeah, that's like 1/100th of the views. That makes sense, I think. Likes are way too low. Patreon is way too low. This is insane. You can't even join her channel. This is crazy, bro. Wait, if I go to her account, can I? No, you can't even join. She has a Twitch. Real world chats. $900 followers, bro. You can bot comments though, that's true. That was a channel trailer. Oh fuck, dude, this is crazy. This is real drama. This is real right now. Videos. Schedule. When was the last time she streamed? Looks like last month.
Okay. I'll have to go get some pins once Uma comes back. I don't think she's...
That's all I.
This is crazy.
Okay.
I know it's not Erica. I know.
I'm gonna go with yeah, she's botting. From everything I've seen. I don't know. This chat could be botted. It might not be. She's collabing, but for 900, like I'd have to see how many viewers she got during this.
Okay.
This seems like
Stop.
weirdly active.
That's all I have.
Unless she just somehow gets like really good viewership.
Okay, you gotta
Erica's
have a
stuck
less pink lipstick. You have to have a little bit of a nude lipstick. That's the one thing I'm gonna call out.
Whoa. Thanks, Twitch. Getting off of that. Dude, I watched Play 4 on Twitch. Where did I get that shit? Yo, new Helldivers Warbond?
Honestly, I was a little shocked to see a new Warbond reveal drop earlier today, but
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Actually, you know what? Let's go to my Twitch. I want to see what's up with that. I go to the front page. Yo, Burnt Peanut. What? Who do I follow? I have the Yogs cast. Oh, wait, is this followed? Yeah. I need to unfollow like almost everyone. I don't follow like any of these people. Some of these people were literally like follow for follow. Why do I follow Kershey? Get out of here, bro.
Can our Nissan pass?
I don't think any of that's crazy. None of that gives like latex tags, so this guy watches whatever the fuck that was. How the fuck does she get those views? So that means over half her subs watch her videos most times. That's an insane ratio for almost all channels. You'd have to see. She would have to post her statistics, because it might not even be that she gets like more than 50% returning viewers. It seems like that. It seems like she would, but I've never been recommended her naturally. I don't think I would fall into like actually watching any of her videos though. Also, but like I would have watched this one whenever it came out. I was watching all this Iron Mouse shit. Only to find out that she's a lolicon. And she's like supporting one too. That's crazy. I want to cover that, but I want to watch somebody else's video or make a video on it, because otherwise it's literally just like scrolling through Discord and like watching YouTube videos. And it's so gross. It's so nauseating. I couldn't possibly do it. This is, to my knowledge, what made Kwon popular. Is she copied Illuminati originally by doing MLM stuff. It looks so much more normal here. Iron Mouse is a lolly? No, she's into lolly. Probably. Well, she's supporting someone. Who is. So here. Where was it?
Prepare.
Nope, too far, I think. So from what I remember from, was this last night's stream? Iron Mouse is collaborating with this person called Atsuka Ray. And they are a VTuber. Let me see if I can find it on another thing. And they use their child as another like 3D VTuber. And you can go to the comments of their video. I recommend just watching this segment from about 3 hours and 10 minutes to the 4-hour mark on Dicker's video about this. Because it's all insane. They're getting donated so much money for this person to have their 3-year-old dance as a VTuber on their screen, and the person is like liking a shitload of comments that are like all from people who are into lolicon, and it's fucking disgusting. This person is literally like profiting off of their child being used for like softcore sexual content. It is fucking gross. And then
guys, our next VTuber is not just one VTuber. It's actually a duo. It's a duo of 2 VTubers. Our next VTuber writes a note like this. Hello. Hi. I am a single mother VTuber from Japan, and I stream with my 5-year-old daughter. Her name is Otsuka Rei. Oh my god, she's so cute. I saw a video of Rei once with her little 5-year-old daughter, and they were singing a
three, not 5.
song, and I thought that was so cute. It was the cutest thing I've ever seen. Her daughter's name is Reina, right? Oh my.
Okay, look, I know that VTubers are all like fucked up, weird, like literally like the women version of incel chuds. You have to understand that you are monetizing a child. There is no way you cannot understand that you are monetizing a child and using them to gain money from an otherwise extremely perverted space. This is like super fucked up.
Oh my god, she's so cute. She's so cute. Ah! She's so adorable. Holy shit. Wait, I can't curse. What if the baby sees it? Sorry, little baby. Gomennasai, little baby. Gomennasai, 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 little.
And it's like, dude, all these people want to pretend that they're like fucking say so, that they're pure or whatever, and that like, oh no, we have no idea that there are people fucking wanking to our avatars who are jacking off to our fucking streams. But it's like, dude, come on.
See the family resembling.
That's like
unmarried,
half
streaming
of the
and singing to
like
read
appeal
goodness.
to anime to the
Very
internet.
sweet, very nice, very outfit, very cute. It is very me coded. It is very me coded. And her daughter's outfit is so cute too. Look how cute. Look how cute. The
It's
little.
so fucked up, dude.
She's so cute. You mean that the? Are you saying that this is me coded? This design? I'm going for me. Her daughter cost.
You.
They're so mean. Own adult woman. I am 4'10". She got to go
She's
to Sanrio
almost as
Land.
short as you.
They're so mean. You look stunning. Out of 10. How cute. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Oh my god, she looks like she.
Like, dude, like even fucking Iron Mouse's model, which isn't even normally that sexualized. This time she decides to have a new model with giant fucking tits and thighs out.
belongs in like an anime.
Why do they talk like kids then? I mean, yeah.
Does she not look like she belongs in an anime? She does look like she belongs in an anime. I will watch that anime. I will watch it every day. I watch that series too. I definitely.
This is so fucked up, dude. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't even want to go to their fucking channel. It's so nasty, dude. It's just literally child exploitation. So gross. Boy, this person's like a clipper for Iron Mouse. Oh, here we go, another one.
Also, what I was.
Was this in the Dickers video? Am I just like stealing Dickers content now? Whatever.
I was on my tiny hiatus break of 3 days. I happened to stumble upon the
Is this Snail House?
cutest video I've ever seen in my life. So many people tagged me in it, and it is a video of Deika-chan,
Yeah, dude, it's literally a 3-year-old.
Smile for the rest of my life. I want.
How is this acceptable? How is this okay with like VTubers, dude? I know that Iron Mouse is literally like she's literally a chud. She's literally cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller. Because of her fucking neurological immune system that makes her impossible to get out of bed or whatever. She has to know that this is evil and bad. She has to know that this is literally just... This is illegal in 99% of the world except for Japan, okay? You cannot use your children for this kind of money grubbery. I don't know if it's illegal. I actually don't think it is illegal. But conceptually, spiritually, it is illegal. It's child labor in that sense of using your child to earn money. But it's like, I don't know, dude.
Make that little girl smile. That was so cute. That was the cutest shit I've ever seen. Seeing her little arms. She's so cute. I died. I died at the cuteness. So adorable.
Is she retarded? Is she retarded? Is she actually like a sub 80 IQ individual? Can you not think past like, oh, child anime, cute? Is that like literally where your thoughts fucking stop?
Horrible. She wants a collab? Oh my god. I'd be so nervous. I'd be so nervous to collab with Deika-chan and Ray. You will both be great. I need to not curse. I need to stop cursing. I gotta stop cursing. I gotta stop cursing! Ah! I gotta stop cursing. I need to be family friendly. Impossible challenge? I will not teach your bad.
The only other thing that I can possibly think of as a reason to not like immediately just shut this shit down is because VTubers are like way too overly nice to each other. Like if a VTuber is mean to each other, it's like a corporate wide event. And they're just like, hey, we have to sort this out with like a PR statement. But the thing is, Iron Mouse isn't even corporate. Iron Mouse is, I think, the largest VTuber at the moment. Yeah, the comments are so weird. It's like, we're gonna protect her. We are gonna protect her. And this isn't even that bad compared to what's under her actual channel. I don't know, dude. I think these people should have their channel annihilated for this shit. This is awful. Dickers was talking to Morale about it. I think his channel would be good to bring up again.
Exchange rate is going to be like the red one right there.
It's out of sight, out of mind. And that's the way that people think about it. I don't think that anybody is fine with their own child being sexualized, right? Like, no matter, I'm going to doubt it's whatever culture you're in.
No,
somebody sexualizing your...
Yeah, this is just a great watch for this, because this is probably going to blow up soon. Hopefully it does. Because the other thing is, and this is like one of the grossest parts, the mom gets the 3-year-old to start singing, or at least dancing in part to, and maybe it's just the VTuber, not the actual kid, but it's still so that's so fucking weird, dude. To like sex-based songs. Real 3-year-old dances to Lolly God Requiem, A Horny Money World. It's so fucking...
Man, to the point that they're going to go to jail.
Like, I don't know,
Kind of
dude.
seems like the boundaries are out the fucking window. That's my opinion.
Yeah, if she has boundaries, if she has a line, I guess my point here is if she does have those, the line that is being drawn is very unclear, and that, I guess, is what is concerning to me. Does that make sense?
No, I get that 100%. I get that 100%. Yeah.
Alright, so I don't want to just like listen to fucking Dickers and I'll use that as my stream. So yeah, 3:15 to 4 hours. I'm going to call it here because I'm getting tired and this fucking grosses me out. I don't want to have another week where I'm just like completely missing because I'm grossed out by this shit. But it's the VTuber community is like corrupt and gross and disgusting. I hate that there is even a community at all. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna call it here. Good night, everybody. Don't worry, the world is good. These people will be arrested, hopefully. At the very least, there will be tons of commentary to cover it. And absolutely dialectically obliterate these people. Hopefully something happens. Hopefully this gets taken down. Fucked up, dude. I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah, me too. All right.